Howdy ho.
Well then, well then, it's Thirsty Thursday. Welcome to Bonded by Horror, and welcome to the Bonded by Horror show with three fucking goofballs that are ready to talk about
A goofy
one
movie.
of my more recent favorite movies. It's the more I watch it, the more I fall in love with this movie. And we're gonna tell you what it is in just a second. But before we do that, let's get introductions right out of the way because we keep forgetting to do that. I'm Edward Vegas. Edward.
Sir Edward Vegas.
All right. I'm still going to stay with J.C. Walsh. But, if I want to get formal, I'm like, I am Joseph C. Walsh.
All right.
What's the C stand for? Critter?
Oh,
Creature?
was it Creature? Yeah, we'll say Creature. Yeah.
I like it.
A good old creature.
Yeah,
Cannibal?
Creature feature Walsh.
All holy above thou. I am Reverend Scrooge by day,
Reptilian by night.
Wolf Cop by night. Let's get this shit.
Wolf Cop or Wolf?
Cock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other two words.
Lucas is
Wolf
watching. We
Rooster.
saw that. We saw that, buddy.
He ain't wrong.
He ain't wrong.
Yeah, he ain't wrong. So we watched Wolf Cop, a low budget Canadian film
Can say
from
that again.
2014. I don't care what anybody says. I fucking love this. Like the
Like,
way
it's-
Joe gets
it's like-
excited about certain
Oh,
movies.
I love it. Good. Good.
This movie makes me fucking like I geek out with shit like this. This hits me in all of the right feels. Like it's because you know why? Because it's fucking stupid. But like it's good stupid. Like it's actually like really well done for the money that it was made for. And on top of that, like the acting isn't that bad. And
No.
the special effects really aren't that bad. They're actually pretty good. Like the
For
like,
what
the
again?
way
What they
the
had.
skin ripping off of the wolf and stuff,
What they-
which we're getting to.
Yeah, but very Werewolf of London special effects, straightforward.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah, very good. It's
it
very,
was.
very good.
It stayed right down the line of that independent, low budget, but
Mhm.
it's wacky, but it didn't go too far into trauma wacky. But it's right on the edge of
Yeah.
trauma, where it's not
It's
like
close. It's
yeah,
close.
it's close.
It's not quite like Dollman versus the Demonic Toys, but it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
it could have been made by Charles Band kind of a thing. Yeah, it
This
could've
movie
been a full
definitely-
production.
They
I was
definitely
looking
knew
for
what they
that
were
movie.
doing.
I haven't seen that in a long
I
time.
guess that's the
Yeah.
best way of saying it.
I
They
haven't
knew.
seen the second one yet, which is just to be continued. I have not seen
Another
that
Wolf
yet.
Yeah.
Cop.
Another
I'll
one.
eventually watch.
Great
I was
title.
gonna actually probably watch that this week, because I wanted to wait till we talked about this one first. Because I've never seen that one, so like I just wanted to like I think they're made back to back. I don't really know that much about that one, but if it's anywhere near as good as this, I would imagine it's got to be a lot of fun. Because this movie fucking rules. I don't care what anybody says. This movie, it just makes me smile. Like the whole time I watch it, I just am smiling, and I
It's-
don't give a fuck. Like it's a guilty. I wouldn't say I hate saying guilty pleasure because
Nah.
this is not a guilty pleasure. I'm very proud of liking this movie, to be honest with you. And I think it's a very underrated movie. I think a lot of movies like this are underrated. I think a lot of movies like this deserve far more credit than what they get. Because this would be probably in like the B tier movie, a horror movie. But it's better than a lot of other like A tier bullshit that we're getting fucking force fed nowadays. It's way better than a lot of the other fucking like a lot of the I would take this movie a lot of the Saw over some of the Saw movies. Like I know you guys will disagree with that, but like it's more fun to me. Like this is more fun to me.
I can enjoy both of them the way you love them. I
I-
enjoy the Saw over the up.
I
I also
can.
enjoy Wolf Cop. But I see what you're saying now. I see what you're saying.
I can enjoy I think the difference though is like, for instance, like I rewatched Halloween 2018 a few nights ago, just because in honor of Joe, because I know how excited he is for Halloween Kills. I'm not gonna say what my opinion is because that's for a different show, but I will say this: that like I have a better time watching a movie like this personally.
Yeah.
But like,
Coward,
I
just say
also-
you don't like it.
Whoa, is the thing.
No,
I know
it's
what
not
you're
that I
saying.
don't
know
like
what you're saying.
Halloween 2018. This
It's-
is more fun to me.
I know what he's saying is because Halloween. Now, even though I love 2018, I've watched it 15 times. I can watch all the Halloweens many, many times, but because I've been watching those my entire life.
That's your series.
He
Like, that's
is
what you love,
tired. Ed is tired of the overdone franchises.
Yeah, and
And
it's
you have
just,
somebody like
to me,
you have something like Wolf Cop.
Which is
Right?
yeah,
new-
that's
it's
fair.
a new fresh
That's
movie and
super
it's fun. And
Yep.
you got to think too. You guys like not to beat a dead horse. What do I always say? My favorite horror movie of all time is. You guys will probably figure it out. It's not
Freddy
horror.
versus Jason.
False. That movie's okay at best, but
Return of the Living
passes.
Dead, Young Bloods.
Thank you. Return of the Living Dead is my
yeah.
Great
favorite.
movie.
And then very close behind that is probably Lost Boys because that's a gateway movie, but that's a whole
Halloween
different
3
animal,
Season
right?
of the Witch, which you just
Well,
said
here's the-
you're
that is
sick
one
of
of my
seeing
favorite
Halloween
Let me-
movies. God damn it!
Let me throw this.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
no surprising to me when you say you enjoy you love Return of the Living Dead, you love
Mhm.
Lost Boys. Both of those are and then you got Wolf Cop, which is
They're
a werewolf
cheesy.
story. They're all
Yeah.
the same style. It's like that 80s
Yeah.
cheesy comedy horror, and it's
I love Reanimator.
See,
Yeah.
Brain Damage.
I get
Fucking-
what it's saying because I've always said it. Like in actuality, my favorite horror movie is Dream Warriors. I actually
Yeah, I get it.
I can't remember the last time. It's probably been about 5 or 6 years since I've sat down and watched Dream Warriors.
I watched it last Halloween.
you know I will be watching some Freddy. I haven't watched Freddy in a while, but I will be watching.
I try to watch at least one Freddy movie.
Oh, quick pin in this, Joe. How bummed are you that you're not gonna be able to make that Mahoning? I wish I knew about it. I would
Oh,
have.
I am bummed. I am bummed. They
I
always
gotta
show
make
all
one of
kinds
those.
Stuff, but
For what?
I think next October I'm gonna have to put them on my
Oh,
calendar.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to like pre-book it because I
Yeah.
didn't know about it really until a couple months ago. It's a Freddy weekend. They're playing 3 nights of Freddy movies.
Oh,
back to back to back.
I
Like,
didn't know
yeah,
Drive
that.
it
I
up to
think-
Savannah. Hey, look, you're not. They're here to stay, so you can see that they're gonna keep doing this. They're
And
gonna
what are
keep
they
at it,
playing,
and
all-
people are-
6 with.
Yeah.
Oh,
You have
well, it
to
would be
no, I
7
don't know.
for-
You have to look it up, but they
Or no,
always have
8.
like directors from them, and like they'll bring
Yeah.
actors from them.
Oh,
and
Yeah,
that's
Bruce
super
Campbell
cool.
was there. Joe Bob was there.
Yeah, Joe Bob was
Speaking of
fucking
which,
amazing.
to swerve back, God bless Joe Bob Briggs. 1 for liking my comment on Instagram today.
He liked all of our comments.
Hell yeah. 2.
Oh, did he? Yeah, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
I just looked. 2, for introducing everybody, definitely including myself, because I heard Ed always talk about Wolf Cop, but I first saw it thanks to
I found
Joe
out
Bob.
about it through this. Yeah, that's how I found out about it. I didn't know.
So-
About this.
I
So
knew
here's the
about
deal
it
with
for
Wolf
years,
Cop.
and I forgot it was 2014, and I wish I seen
I
it sooner.
knew about it. I knew
Yeah.
about it,
Yeah.
but I never like. I'm as much as I love this stuff. I'm also very apprehensive to go into things like this. Like you have to kind of twist my arm sometimes to walk in it, right?
Yep. I
So,
hate
'cause I'm
that.
like,
I hate that
I don't
feeling.
want it to be because I don't want it to be bad. Like I don't want it to be like.
That's how it
shitty
was
bad.
with me with Squid Game. It took me for
Well, you
a
survive
while.
You survive spookies. You can watch anything now.
True. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, nowadays I'm at a point where like I have such a. I mean, we all do. Obviously, that's why we do the show. But this show really propels that urge to like. You got to think outside of the box now. Like now I have to try to find some new stuff. Now I have to try to go. I'm not really. This is my comfort zone, but like, let me give it a watch. And Ben is right. The Last Drive-In with Joe Bob Briggs really like. That's how I found Brain Damage. That's how I found this. That's how I found The House Through the Cemetery. That's how I
Fucking
have.
adore
that's how I
Brain
found,
Damage,
which
by
is
the way.
Out of it, Brain Damage is amazing. That's how I found fucking.
I really liked the
Mother's Day. Is that the
Mother's
weird
Day?
one with like
Yeah,
dreams?
That's
People
Chroma.
in the-
Yeah.
What's
Yeah,
the
I've
one
never seen
where
that before.
it's the foreign movie and they're speaking Muslim, my God, and the vampires or whatever. That movie is
Walk at Night or whatever it's called. So it's
Yes.
really, really good.
I
never
fucking
seen that.
loved that movie. Holy shit. I can't
It's
remember
really
the name
good.
of it.
I think it's
a really
great
long
to
title.
see any form of like you don't see a lot of like what was it? You said it was Muslim horror or Islam?
Yeah,
No,
it's Middle Eastern. It's definitely a Middle
Yeah,
Eastern
Middle East
movie.
is a better term. So
Yeah.
you got that. You also got the Shadow. Oh, I forgot the name of it, but it's a family in the middle of this war, and like a bomb goes through their house and stays there. It gets stuck in their roof, and then it is also a ghost story, but in the middle of a war during like the Middle Eastern war, stuff like that. It looks. I'd never seen it because I had to be in the room for subtitles, but I've been wanting to see it. I heard it's really good. Shadow over something. I forgot the name of it. It's on
Yeah,
Netflix.
speaking of subtitles, man, that Squid Game that's out on Netflix right now. Holy fucking!
What episode
shit.
are you
I
on?
gotta watch that.
I'm on. I couldn't sleep last night because I don't sleep ever. So I woke up at
Me too. That's why I watched
4:45.
all Squid Game in like one day.
I sat in bed for an hour staring at the ceiling, and I said, "Well, fuck this. I might as well just go watch TV," which I never do. And I went and watched 2 episodes this morning. So now I am on. The last episode I watched was the Glass Bridge, which was I think 7.
Dude,
I have 2 more.
yeah. The next episode is like a half hour long. It's wicked short, but that shit's crazy too. And then obviously the last episode.
I'm definitely gonna make this November watch.
I will.
Joe,
Yeah,
like-
that shit was.
holy shit!
It's
man.
amazing. That marble scene, the whole marble episode is.
That was a rough one.
That shit actually like got
that's a rough
me.
episode.
Like that
Yeah,
shit
that
got
was
me
a
to
rough
tear up a
episode.
little bit at the end.
Yeah, I watched that at fucking 6 o'clock this morning.
Oh,
Like, laying
Eham
on
or
my couch with
whatever.
my dog. Like,
I that's all I'll
yeah,
say.
that was a rough
I
one.
won't.
That was a
I
rough one.
refuse to spoil that show because
I'll tell you though, I still think so. Out of the three, like, because 3 back-to-back shows have come out and they're all on Netflix. So God bless them for doing shit like this. That's the one thing they're good for. Because I don't watch it. I don't watch it unless stuff like this comes out on it now. Because all the movies I like are on everything else now.
Mhm.
But the what just came out? The fucking
cherry flavor,
new cherry flavor is
Midnight
amazing.
Mass.
The end sucked. The ending of new cherry flavor sucked.
That's why I
didn't like
haven't
that
watched it
ending at
yet.
all.
I'm
I
really.
didn't like the ending. I did
Everybody
not
said
like
it.
the ending at all. Personally, I thought it sucked. But the rest of the show is fucking captivating. It's hard not to watch it. It's very
Right.
out there, it's very wild, very that fits more like almost in this world, like with what we're doing tonight, like that kind of B movie esque, like just what the fuck did I just watch kind of a movie, or show. Um, the what's the other one you just? Oh, Midnight Mass. That's a whole different animal. That's
Mhm.
that's the best thing I've seen in probably like since Haunting on Hill House. And
Yeah,
I'm constantly between like a 9 and a 10 on that, like because
That's
I'm
awesome.
an actual 10 on Midnight Mass.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
it's what's so amazing about that show is it's a one-off show. They're not going to do another season or anything, which is beautiful. Thank God. Not everything needs a fucking to be beaten to death.
Hmm.
But it's about religion, but it's like it's not. I mean, it is, but it's like I don't want to say anything. And when like
Yeah,
we
I'm
said
gonna
this
be
last
watch
week,
that soon.
do not, if you haven't already, Joe, do not watch a single spoiler.
Oh,
Don't
no,
watch a
I
single
don't.
trailer.
That is,
Like
I don't do that. Any of my
yeah,
Flanagan stuff, I don't touch
don't,
any of that shit.
don't just watch it.
Halloween,
Like don't,
I've been watching all kinds of stuff.
yeah, I get that because you're
That's
into it. So
different.
like I
That's
totally
different.
get that.
With something like this,
Some-
I can't
yeah,
do that.
don't do it.
There's
Don't
so many
watch a single fucking
surprises.
thing.
There's no way.
You will. I don't. From what I've heard, the one good thing about Flanagan stuff is like they don't ruin anything with it. But personally, it's the one thing outside of The Boys, which I also love.
Great show.
Phenomenal show.
Yeah, I love it.
So you do watch it? I wasn't
No,
sure
I
if you
said
watched it.
no. We talked about it. I forgot. I think we forgot. Like, I really enjoyed the first season. It got a little
That's right.
too weird for me, but I
That's right, we did talk
love
about
the
it.
second season. And the second
Yeah,
season,
see,
I
like-
think
Actually,
second
I like the
season
first season way more.
Perfect. And the second season ended perfect for me.
Oh
It
yeah,
was
that
perfect.
last episode was fucking
The
insane.
perfect.
dude.
It was a perfect.
It was
It was
insane.
a perfect season ending. It was a perfect show.
agree.
I was just
I
like,
agree.
it was a
It-
weird. It was the type of weird I liked with the combination I was expecting in the first season. And
That
that
goes
doesn't
into
mean I
this
don't.
too.
Yeah.
That kind
And
of goes
I'll
into this.
rewatch
because
first
it's
season. Oh yeah, I probably will.
the fucking boat going into the whale. Like, tell me that's not Wolf Cop.
Hilarious. That was great. Yeah,
That's great.
It's over the top. It's over the top craziness,
But in a
it's
good
still
way.
good. But and then
Yeah.
to go back to Wolf Cop, it's over the top. But there is yeah, I'm getting overexcited already. There is a story within this that I really enjoy. There's some really good writing in this movie.
What I'm happy about, and I mean this truthfully, because you're the dude who likes a lot of horror, right? So I'm never really sure what you're gonna think, but I tend to go, oh, he's gonna find the good in most things. I wasn't sure what you were gonna think about this one, but I can hear the excitement in your voice, which makes me go, oh, I'm not gonna defend much
No.
tonight. We're gonna actually just be
No.
able to talk about this is gonna be a love fest for a shitty movie, which
No,
is
it's great. I love the fact we did a love fest of Trick or Treat too. We should do a couple of love fests for a little bit. Take a breather from
Sometimes you need to, but I mean, but you never know what's going to be a love fest and what's not though. Like some
Yeah,
things can
yeah.
be a fucking. If it's something none of us ever seen before, we could all
Yeah.
fucking mutually hate it. We could all mutually love it. So
Yeah,
who knows, right?
I'll say this, like, well, that's why Spookies was fun because we all hate it at the same time. I'll say this what I've been watching lately has been
I wouldn't
lately.
say
it's been
hated. I would
great-
say thoroughly disappointed with. That's a better way to describe it. Yeah.
I planned that on purpose. I was
No, I
curious to
get
see
it.
where go.
We have to watch
But
stuff
even
like
I
that.
was
too, dude.
shocked
We
it
have
was
to.
that bad, actually.
We have to watch stuff like that, man. It's.
I did this type of stuff, and then I include Creep Show with this. I just finished the last episode. This is the type of cheese I miss and been wanting for a long time. I think it's getting me back into a lot of other horror
parallel.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good call.
And it reminds me of
That's a
what I
great
love and what I
parallel.
miss because there's like it's too much. How it is with the world of arts and everything.
Dude, everything's a fucking ghost story, or everything's a fucking found footage movie. Or
Ghosts are
it's
boring.
Well,
It's
it's just that.
just
Sometimes
fucking-
fans kill it. Fans kill everything. There's always, you just gotta like. It's a little bit. It's everything. A little bit of everything. It really takes away from like what horror
Also,
is.
Put it this way: truthfully, when's the last time you saw a legitimately good werewolf movie? I mean, really good When's the last time you saw one done?
Last time, well, not this crazy, but the last one I seen, I need to watch more. Was Late Phases. It was with the guy from Stakeland, but he's a blind Vietnam veteran, and he's in a not housing development, more like almost like a senior center. And it's being attacked by werewolves, and he fights them. He's a blind dude fighting werewolves. It's great. It sounds ridiculous, but it's a great movie. Good effects. So that's the last one I remember.
Where I was going with that is like there was a point where like you could fucking blink and there was 15 werewolf movies coming. It's just like there was a fad with vampire movies, just like there's been a fad with zombie movies, just like
no, but the werewolves never blew up like those two.
Well, werewolves is in the 90s, like American Werewolf in London, Howling,
that's
Ginger Snaps. You know what I mean? It was what 70s,
early
80s or early 80s, yeah.
And then Ginger Snaps was 2000, but
it was the Howling, and it was
Werewolf in Paris was not.
And then they made American Werewolf in Paris, right?
I still want to rewatch it. It's been a long time. I'll rewatch it.
That's what I meant. The 80s. That's my bad. And then Ginger Snaps came out after that.
I mean, Underworld technically, but that wasn't.
Oh yeah, I guess. Well, yeah, because like Van Helsing too, I guess.
No, that movie's bad.
That movie's bad. I just watched Tony and Newt talk about that, and that was
that's really bad. I didn't need them to talk about
that movie. I was so mad at that movie.
Ooh, that's bad. That's a green screen fucking nightmare.
No, if I want comic werewolves and vampires, Underworld did a very good job with those.
I agree.
All of them. Even the last one wasn't great; it was too short.
The second one's the best one because you get to see a nudie Kate Beckinsale.
Yes. Well, not just that, but
that too, and a really cool soundtrack. Thank you, Atreyu. But on top of that, I was gonna just kind of before Ben just said what he just said, I was gonna just say this, and I have said this before, and I'm sorry, K-Dog, if you're hearing me speaking of werewolves, but I have said this before, and I wouldn't mind this if this was written on my gravestone. When I die, I want to be reincarnated. I want to be reincarnated as Kate Beckinsale's pants in Underworld, leather pants. Sorry, just because.
Man, I sure would hate that.
That was a very, very youthful Ed. That was like when the movie came out 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I was rather intoxicated at this time. Joe was around for a lot of these escapades, so I don't think it's surprising that I might have said something like that. Speaking of Hubba Hubba, the bartender in this movie, we are gonna get to
Sarah Lind.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, one quick.
She's gorgeous.
One werewolf movie. I don't know if you ever seen. It's not very recent. It's not very recent, but it's like one of the first of this director's movies and then what blew him up besides Descent, Dog Soldiers.
Teen Wolf. Oh yeah, Dog Soldiers.
Oh, Teen Wolf's another one.
Oh, real quick before we get crazy, I did this on purpose, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Got a flying
werewolf.
Yeah, it's Imperial Pumpkin Thick Wolf.
Let's just all be honest.
I don't have this anymore because this one would have been better, but still, they're both
one of the best songs in the last 20 years is Werewolf by Every Time I Die. So there you go. But it's not spelled werewolf.
I also like Werewolf Baby by Rob Zombie.
I hate when I get bitten by the party animal.
That is a good one too. Good call. Both are equally wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like wasn't there didn't Metallica do one from the Black Album?
I thought it was more of a metaphor for it could be
Wolf and Man, right?
Yeah, Wolf and Man. Like I don't know if that was a metaphor for the wolf in us. It could have been a werewolf.
Excuse you, we can't forget about the band Power Wolf, and that's like pretty much all they sing about is fucking werewolves.
I have no idea.
Nice, they're fun.
I love Power Wolf. Their new album is the best album of this year.
I need more Power Wolf in my life.
Yeah, but there's a difference between wolves and werewolves.
No, that's what they sing about is werewolves.
Power Wolf is a werewolf. It's a power werewolf.
Yes, they sing about werewolves and vampires and shit, and it's fucking
that's beyond my. I'm sure Wednesday 13th sung about werewolves, hasn't he?
Oh, he did. He's in there somewhere. I don't remember any of the. I'm too obsessed with his other songs. I remember the werewolf song.
There's a local band that's kind of like punk rocky like that. I took Ben to
Calabrese is definitely sung about werewolves.
Yeah.
They do more like
satanic bullshit.
Or how about the extreme death metal band from Australia, Werewolves? They're fantastic.
Oh, they're amazing. That album from this year,
nasty.
I think, it's one of my. It's in my.
And
top,
they did one before that. They did 2 albums in a row. And
the album that came out this year is fucking
both incredible. The new one's better than the first one, but they're still both incredible.
It's very good. I have to listen to the other one. The new one is very good.
Nasty.
Like it surprised the shit out of me.
Nasty. Good combination of black metal and grindcore. Oh,
I agree.
Well, that was fun. That was fun little pre-conversation.
Little tangent. I like it because realistically,
it's still werewolves though.
Let's just talk here, guys.
We always have the opener.
This movie is just over an hour. This movie is just over an hour long.
20 minutes. Yeah, it's a great,
good
length.
It's very short. It's not a lot of movie. It
I
doesn't
got
need to be a lot of
concerned
movie.
because they were building up, and then when they finally got to it, it didn't stop after that. I was like, what's going on here? Why does it seem slow?
If you watch the end, it's clearly like a part 1, part 2. Like they designed it so you'd have to look it up. But
and they are back
which
to
is
back.
fine.
2014 was the first one. 2015
Joe,
was the
did you
second one.
see
And
the
said-
after
you
credit
said-
cutscene?
Yes.
Okay, just
Yeah,
wanted
exactly
to make
what I was
sure.
getting at. Exactly. Yep. Exactly.
I saw it the first time I watched it. I didn't watch it this time because I've seen it, so I didn't care. But
Yeah, you only need to
And
see
it
it
was-
once. It's a cute
I was
little thing.
also, I'm not gonna lie, I got little stressed with real life lately, so I
Ew.
may have been a little intoxicated when I watched this the other night, and that's maybe why I loved it as much as I did. No, I liked it before that, but this is a party movie. Like this is another movie that if you were having a Halloween party,
Yep.
you put this on in the background, and people are just gonna go, "Wait, what the fuck did?"
Man, we've been loving those recently.
Did his dong just explode? and turn into
Escapism,
a
brother.
bigger
That's why.
fucking wolf dong. Yeah, it's amazing.
The wolf dog. That was
Wolf
great.
dog.
I was cracking up with that. I don't mean to skip too ahead, but I just want to talk about that real quick. I have to. I've been so excited about this scene because, like,
How about this? I would just say this real quick. Spoiler alert, because I'm not gonna.
All right,
We're
well
not gonna
then,
do.
no.
This movie's been around long enough.
well,
It's been around long enough.
You doing it? You doing it?
well, we are gonna post
Spoiler
this.
warning. Yeah.
Post this
Oh,
right
we're
here.
just gonna talk.
Is Ed
Here's the deal with this movie. I'm gonna say this for all of us because this was my pick. I'm gonna say this now.
Okay.
We're just gonna talk about this movie because clearly, from what you've already heard, we all enjoyed it. So there's really not much bad to talk about because it's supposed to be ridiculous. So anything bad really isn't gonna be bad. It's just a ridiculous movie. So we'll talk about some of the cheesier parts and stuff, but like we're just gonna talk about the movie. So early spoiler alert, and then we can just be free to talk about it because like that's really the way this one should be done. To be totally honest.
Yeah.
This isn't like a fucking like if we were talking about like Midnight Mass, we'd have to be like, oh boy, hey guys, like fucking spoiler heavy.
That
like,
one episode is really cool.
Yeah, like I can't even. I literally can't get into
And
a
this
single thing
is why this
Joe
will be
hasn't
behind
seen
the
it yet.
door because we're gonna be doing themes and shit.
Right? Yeah, exactly. So
I just made fun of myself a little bit.
No, you're good. Put it up now, and we're just gonna talk about the movie and fucking have a fun time.
And I already
This is
played the
Thursday,
Freddy
Thursday,
sound
let's go.
effect, so we are good. Once you
There you
hear
go.
Freddy's voice, you know we're in spoiler territory.
That's
Joe,
awesome. Yes.
go for it. Whatever you want
So
to say. I don't care if
I'm
it's
gonna-
out of order. It doesn't matter. Just talk.
I'm
about
gonna
the
jump
movie.
right to the bathroom scene in the bar. Because
Thank you.
that scene where he gets jumped and then he's transforming, I was like, first you get to see the wolf dong because he's just like, it just explodes right out, and I just started laughing. I was like, get the hell out. Of course they would do that. That's why I say trauma because that's very trauma-esque. But then right after that is like maybe not right after. I can't remember exactly what it happened in between. But then his hand when it transformed. That's why I posted that today. I couldn't help it because I was like, holy shit. That the effects on that. I knew I seen a picture of him. He looked pretty cheesy, but the transformation, what matters. So it goes from the horrificness of that transformation to the amazing cheesiness. And it's a great suit, actually. I don't care. I think it's awesome, but still,
I actually
just that
think it looks
alone,
great.
that alone.
Here's the thing. He's a fucking werewolf cop. It's gonna look cheesy.
Gonna look cheesy.
It's supposed to look cheesy. But like the transformation into being a werewolf is fantastic. It's actually one of the better ones I've seen probably since either the Howling, because it's practical.
The Howling's look great.
Not,
it's practical.
It's
practical.
not fucking CGI bullshit like the Wolfman with fucking Hannibal Lecter and fucking what's his name,
Benicio del Toro.
Like, I don't mind that movie, but it's boring.
It's a good movie until the end. The end turned to Twilight.
Yeah, and it's very fuck that nonsense of.
It was fun.
Holy shit! What
it reminded me of Tim Burton's Sleepy Hollow. That kind of fun.
Ed and I saw that movie in theaters.
Oh, Sleepy Hollow is fantastic. I love
Sleepy Hollow.
I would love to talk about Sleepy Hollow.
Oh yeah, same here.
I fucking love that movie.
That's a fucking great movie, man. Great movie.
Been a long time. I watch it a lot.
Nobody talks about that movie.
That movie's so stylized. It's so good. And you know, Christopher Walken is the Headless Horseman.
Crazy
is
as Christopher Walken.
With his jackass teeth.
That's all he does.
He's got penguin teeth.
It's literally just fucking 2.5 hours of Johnny Depp going, "Hello, sir," and then fucking.
And Helena Bonham Carter's in that, right? She's in everything.
Hey, Ben, clip that.
Homegirl Christina Ricci. I'm a big Christina Ricci fan. I think she's awesome.
Oh yeah, me too. But no, she's a good actress too. So she's like a staple of all that shit, you know. So
keep it down out there.
So this movie fucking rules.
Yeah, I heard that.
let's just call a spade a spade. This movie fucking rules. It's awesome. It's a lot of fun. I don't care
Did
whether
I
it's
write that?
that it rules and it's fucking amazing. You
And
should have,
and
and you can right now. And you
No,
can play
I was
Drive
supposed
all
to-
you want.
titties.
We'll get into titty alert
Oh,
later.
what?
That's one thing
Yeah,
we can talk about
that
later.
scene.
Because that scene is fucking awesome.
That
Come
shit
on,
is
let's do it.
great.
I will say this real quick. That made me think of another 80s classic. I haven't seen that in a long time. Probably the cut version, Subspecies.
Never seen that. Never
Yeah.
even heard of that.
Yeah, little bestiality.
That sounds like a Joe kind of movie.
Chris Stuckman
Now-
actually just talked about subspecies
you're
in one of
connecting
his
it.
videos.
Oh, and now, not to be confused with Species, which has
No.
a lot of boner alerts.
Lot of
Another-
tug time in that one.
Apparently,
Lot
the
of
word,
tug
if
time
you're
in
going to
there.
see a horror movie with species in it, you know something's going to be pretty provocative. in it.
James-
That's all I'm going to
Yeah.
say.
James A. Janice has the kill count. I got the tit count.
Yo,
Where we count out
You might-
tits in all our
okay.
favorite horror movies.
You
Danny,
deprived.
you might need to coin that because that would be fucking amazing. I don't think anybody's done that yet.
That's
So
awesome.
there you go.
It's like that
Boob
Seth Rogen
movies.
thing where they did like the boob count or whatever, and what movie? Knocked Up.
Mr. Skin. Yeah,
Yes, yeah.
but that's a real thing though. Back in the 2005, that
This
was a
is-
real thing.
and this has been the tit
Celebrities and
count.
something. Yeah.
Be gross people,
you can-
everybody.
You can start with any movie that has a lady with more than one boob. So like if you could go with Total Recall.
Total
which has
Recall?
got
Total
three.
Recall, man.
Yep, yep. Or oddity boobs in general. You could do Bordello of Blood where the girl has two nipples on one tit and they're both
You know
pierced.
what?
I think that's
I
a good
still
time.
never seen Bordello of Blood.
Wow. Wait.
Yep. I will admit.
Excuse me?
Yes.
Are we about to
You want
jump
to
to
talk about
vampires straight
a
after this?
steaming pile of bullshit?
I need
That
to see
movie
that steaming
is-
pile of bullshit.
That movie is both one of the worst movies I've ever seen, yet one of my favorite
That's
movies to watch.
That's the
So
best.
figure that one out.
That movie is the best way
Oh,
they've
that's
ever
what we do
used
is zombie
ballroom
strippers. I love
blitz.
zombie strippers.
If you ever want to
Well,
hear a
listen,
ballroom
listen.
blitz scene,
good.
Rewind that statement, Joe. They're vampire strippers, and they're actually
There you go.
technically
See?
vampire prostitutes.
See?
So you're thinking more along the lines of From Dusk Till Dawn. That's a vampire stripper.
Yes,
This
it
movie
is.
is vampire prostitutes.
There we go. We got all kinds of different things. Now we just need werewolf strippers and.
Well, there's a
Maybe,
werewolf love scene.
might be a little too.
in
Might be a little too hairy. Might be a little too
this.
hairy.
Joe, if I ever start a band, I promise you I will write a song called Werewolf Love Song. No, Werewolf Love Scene.
That's
You're welcome.
awesome.
And it's literally just going to be the fucking three of us starting the song going.
Christopher Walken.
It's like Christopher Walken doing a werewolf sound.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
There you go.
So I
We are
had to
way off
goof
the rails.
I had to goof off on the not goof off. I had to geek out
Oh,
on the jail scene
Both worked.
a little bit.
both
I mean, I'm
worked.
still gonna geek out a little more, but I don't want to take over. I want
Alright.
see what
Let's
else.
start from the top. Let's give it like the justice that it's due.
Yeah.
And not the full blown breakdown because we don't need
No.
to break this movie down the way we normally do. So here's the deal. This movie, basic synopsis. It's about a piece of shit, drunk, alcoholic, local
You?
sheriff in a small. No, I'm not a sheriff. I'm not a sheriff. I'm
Oh,
a hero,
all right. My bad. My bad.
and I'm not
Wow.
completely broken down. I am an alcoholic though, so you know, fine. Not fine.
Well, admittance is key.
I'm
They're having a good
functioning
time.
alcoholic.
The
I
fucking-
function well.
Partying.
I function extremely well for what I do. And how look at me.
It's true.
I mean, outside of a couple of wrinkles, I look pretty good. Not too
It's
bad.
true.
I got
Not
a
bad,
full head
not
of
bad.
hair.
Look,
I got a full head of hair, Ben. What do you
Yeah,
got going on?
fucking
Oh,
nothing.
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I just break your concentration? I did.
My
It's
dick
okay.
in my
Let's keep
hand.
Keep on back. Let's reel it back in.
wolf dong.
Yeah, my wolf
Reel it
cock in
back-
my
Wolf
hand.
dong. Wolf dong. I wish I thought of that
Wolfman's
earlier.
got
I would've
nods,
hashtagged it.
okay? Wolfman's got nods.
Yeah, and we've
Shit,
seen
that's
him.
another great
Classic.
Wolfman scene. That's yeah, fucking.
Monster
That's
Squad.
a great. Monster Squad's great. All right, so also the werewolf and it, the very small glimpse of him.
Oh
We're in
yeah.
fucking what's his
Yeah,
name?
and
Season
the
in
Mummy
Basement or
and
whatever?
Richie.
Richie.
Pete Richie.
Yeah, in the made for TV one. That's a great scene. Anyways,
Why is he afraid of the mummy?
he's afraid of all the
They
monsters.
can't-
The werewolf
It's
is what,
about.
what
It's
gets
a,
him.
it's
Yeah,
a,
well-
you have your movie characters you're afraid of.
Pussy.
When-
We're not gonna be
Kids from
it's
the
a-
fucking
it's-
50s thought way
Thank
different,
you.
man. You fucking nerd. Yeah.
Thank
Fuck
you. You're the
Ben.
same. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
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 I was
Yeah,
I was
Ben.
afraid of real
Yeah,
things
Ben.
like E.T.
Ben, stuff your mouth full of wolf
He's
dong.
afraid of-
You're welcome.
I will.
Everybody's afraid of ET.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, I
E.T.
was
That's
afraid
why.
of Goro.
That's why. The
Oh,
Colonial
I just-
theater,
you know what I
that's why
watched the other
Colonial
day?
theater. The Colonial
I-
Colonial theater is playing ET as a horror movie. for October.
Speaking of that, speaking of fucking movies, alien movies and ET in general, I watched Fire in the Sky the other day for the first time since I was a little kid.
Fuck
I
that.
forgot Henry Thomas. Henry Thomas is in that. Henry
Yep.
Thomas, the kid from ET, Elliot, is in that movie.
Yep.
It's weird.
Dude,
And
fuck
then
that
now
capture
he's
scene.
in Midnight Mass.
He's in a lot of horror movies, man. I'm really impressed to see him pop up.
Well, he's in
stuff.
all of fucking Flanagan stuff. He's
Yep.
in Midnight Mass. He's
Yep.
phenomenal in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Henry Thomas. Shout out to him. But yeah, so movies about a down on his luck or just a piece of shit, depending which way you look at it. Alcoholic local sheriff with a police force of 3 total people, from what I understand.
He's a sheriff, a deputy, and he's got a boss to report to.
True. Well, no, he's not a deputy. So he's because a deputy is somebody that's like kind of working on the force, like almost like an intern. Okay. Sheriff, I think, is a regular thing, and then there's like the captain. I think the guy that's like at the top. Is the
okay.
And the sheriffs are like, because like the local. If you go to like we have sheriffs in Rhode Island that are just but they're like how you'll have cops or policemen or police officers, but then you'll have sheriffs. Which sheriffs are like, I think it has to be like a per capita thing, just towns versus cities. It's like a thing like that. So like there are sheriffs in Rhode Island, but like there is very few and far between.
Gotcha.
Anyways, so whatever he is, he's a fucking police officer, some kind of law enforcement.
He's a drunk one. He's a drunk one.
He's a very much so drunk one. They show him waking up late and with like just some random chick in his bed. One of my favorite scenes. It opens with him getting in his car to go to work, and he stops his car and throws up, which is also amazing because this movie's in Canada in the middle of wintertime, and this motherfucker's driving a rear-wheel drive Crown Vic, which is hilarious because I've driven a rear-wheel drive like old piece of shit in fucking snow many a times now because you grow up in New England, that's what you do when you're growing up. And like it's just weird to see that nowadays. I think that's why you thought it was a little bit older of a timepiece than what it is.
Yeah, so it was in the 80s because of that. Yeah,
it's just small towns.
So I saw he had cell phones. Like, wait, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah, and it's got like your local punks. You have graffiti. Like it just goes through the town. It shows you what's going on. He gets to his job. He tries to sneak in, and like the captain or whatever is like, "Oh, I heard you, you dumbass," whatever. And there's a lot of like banter. And there's one lady cop on the force, and she's really good. She's a really good cop, and this guy's a piece of shit. And it's just like it's a basic story, but the rest of it gets wild. Like eventually he gets caught. Like there's a lot of like weird shit going on in town. Like animals are missing, etc. He gets called out to a disturbance after sitting at a bar for a while. The local bar with the really, really, really rather attractive lady.
Jessica.
I'm gonna leave. Yeah, I'm working on that. The more of the vodka that I drink, the more I'm gonna expel my true feelings.
I should get another beer in a sec.
But I mean, all kidding aside, but it's a lot of like, look, man, the movie's a lot of fun in general. So there's a lot of like, it's designed to be like that. And then you have the local tough guy, mob guy that shows up at the bar while the fucking cops there, and there's like the local mayor to be trying to like, it's just like a lot of cliche bullshit.
Yeah,
but, like it's fun cliche bullshit. And then next thing you know, the fucking cop gets. Essentially, he shows up to a disturbance scene in the middle of the woods, and he gets kidnapped, and a fucking pentagram carved into his chest, and he wakes up the next day really furry, and he can't shave enough. And go ahead, jump in whenever you guys want.
Let me jump in with you on that. I want to jump in real quick. This is also why I thought 80s, because they really threw in, like you said, all the small town stuff, and then the occultism. It makes me think of Satanic Panic.
Well, speaking of Satanic, that's a great movie.
Satanic Panic, and I have not seen it yet. I think I've seen it. I have not seen it yet. I want to see it. Yeah. We can talk about that too if you want.
I love that. You think this is cheesy? Oh my god.
Yeah.
But like,
we could do that. It'll be a little different.
So awesome.
We talk about that. But like, I call a lot of the Satanic Panic from this, like from like, just it doesn't say a lot, but even for a comedy horror, it still plays off the small town paranoia, and then things go on in the woods, all this creepy shit going on, and you guys visions and stuff. So it's there, and I thought that was kind of cool. I was like, oh, look at that! Like
it kind of has like the flashes of people in robes and shit, and
old school. Instead of like your typical guy gets bit by a wolf, full moon, they linked it to old mythology where supposedly werewolfism is linked to Satanism or occultism. So I thought that was kind of cool. That was really neat. You don't see that a lot, So yeah.
But not with the werewolf stuff, no.
Yeah.
Normally it's like Silver Bullet, like somebody just got bit by a wolf.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was like, well, they know what the fuck they're doing with this movie when they start throwing these old mythologies in there.
Yeah, and that's what I think is so surprising to a lot of. I don't think it's surprising to anybody that actually watches this, because typically people that watch this go, "Oh, like this has a cult following."
They know what
like
they're in
a lot of
for.
other movies like this. Yeah, if you're watching something like Wolf Cop, like
No
you
one's
have a
just
good idea
stumbling
what you're
upon
gonna
it.
get
Oh,
into.
what's this? Like, no,
Yeah.
you're.
I mean,
Some people do that.
Yeah, true. It's 1 degree of well, that's how I
I
felt
did
with
it. I
Satanic
did it in a
Panic.
few movies.
I
Yeah.
was flipping through fucking Shutter a year or two ago whenever it came out 2 years ago. I was flipping through Shutter for my
Mhm.
31 Nights of Halloween. Just saw it pop up with whatever year it came out, and saw Rebecca Romaine, saw Jerry O'Connell, and
Mhm.
saw a name like Satanic Panic, and I went, well, how the fuck do I not watch this?
Yeah,
And
I don't know
then
why I didn't either. As you're right.
dude, it's a fucking. I mean, it's so good. It's like this good. You know what I mean? Like really,
Yeah.
like
I'm not gonna watch it till
out
we
there.
talk about it. That's what I'm gonna do.
I would say hold on. That one. I would say hold off if we can. That's a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. I mean, but there's a lot of those movies that are coming out like that now. Like
Yeah.
Psycho Goreman is fucking
Oh, I
ridiculous.
haven't
I
seen. I haven't watched
fucking
that yet. I haven't
adore
watched that
Psycho
yet.
Gorman.
I know I will love it.
Holy cow! Don't shy away from watching that one for the show. Like, just watch it. Like, make
Yeah,
that part of
please
one
just
of your
watch it.
All right,
31. Like,
I'll watch it. I'll watch Satanic Panic just because, and then if we ever get back to it,
I would say, yeah, I would say, trust
Yeah.
me. I would say if you haven't put it this way, if you haven't seen either one of those, that's why I'm watching that Squid Game, because like
Yeah.
I've seen so many movies that have like, it's hard to find things I'm interested in seeing that I haven't already seen now. There's not a lot's coming out right now because of
Yeah.
last year, so lots of them pushed back, even small movies. So like I'm filling up a lot of my early part of this month with watching Squid Game, because technically it falls in the horror world, so
Yeah.
I'm kind of getting away with it.
Yeah.
In the first couple of days, I had that new cherry flavor, so like between the
Yeah.
two, that's filled in a lot of my gaps, and then this
Well,
will
that's
be
why
one of the nights.
with me, I've been watching things I'm more comfortable with because so you just watch what you're familiarized with,
Yeah.
and then I know I want to catch up with like, recently I watched Sun, that's on Shutter with the girl from the actress from Halloween 2018. She plays the granddaughter.
Okay.
It's very Omen-esque, but a lot more than just that. It's very good, and I'm glad I got
What's
to
the
see that.
movie that I think it came out last year, and it's a vampire movie that came out in there where like it's like a small town thing about like high school kids, and it's got one
The Shed.
modern. Yes,
Oh, great
yes,
movie. We watched that. Yeah.
that's a great movie.
Yeah.
That's a great movie.
90s too. 90s era
Yeah,
too. They
yeah,
the timeline.
that's a
Yeah.
very good movie. I had a
Well,
lot of
I'm
fun watching
out.
that movie.
That brings me back to
What's the
no,
actor name? There's a big
No,
name
no,
actor in
I'm.
that movie.
I don't
What the
remember
fuck
the
is it?
actors and stuff, but it's just
Um,
that brings me back to Fright Night. It brings me back to Lost Boys. It brings me back
yeah,
to
yeah.
all those
Yeah.
type of So yeah,
It
that's
made me
cool.
remind for real, like it reminded me of Stranger Things, like
Yeah,
parts of that, like
yeah,
it's very good. That's a lot of fun. That's
yep.
a lot of fun, man. So yeah, that made me, for some reason, this made me think of that movie for some reason
I can
too.
see that.
Like,
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
it's just like the kind of schlocky, but it's just good. That's again,
I'm
if you
happy
haven't
to
seen The
see
Shed,
these
check it out.
movies coming up because we talk a lot about
Yeah,
we talk a lot about the 80s, talk a lot about the 90s. I think horror did a lot of cool stuff when it blew up, but
Yeah.
I think it got too serious at some point, and it's okay with that. There's nothing wrong with that. There's everything for everybody.
So far, so
But
good with my 31 Days of
bring back
Halloween.
let's bring back the schlocky, the weird and shit. Which like even
Well,
like you could do that
yeah.
today. We talk about that.
Malignant started the new trend, I think. Hopefully.
Maybe I would say new, but another. It's gonna
It's
start.
funny to me the people that
I would put
I
Malignant
know
with
that have
that.
watched it. So the people that I know that have seen it now, most people that I know that I care to hear their opinion have seen it. The two people that didn't like it, that I wasn't surprised didn't like it, I laughed about. Yeah. Ray doesn't know what he thinks about it. Ray is still like, Ray and Ben were talking about it when we were hanging out last
It's
weekend.
weird. He likes some crazy shit though. It's so
He's
interesting.
that's why, like, yeah, without the influence of certain other people around. Love you, Steve. Gary, you're a good man, but you hate everything. You're the critic. Rosie watched it the other night, and she comes out and she goes, yeah, I just finished Malignant. And I said, fucking amazing. And she goes, that movie's fucking gross. I just died
So many
laughing.
things.
I went, what? And she goes, yeah, that whole end was fucking gross. Like, my daughter's 21, by the way, guys. So don't think it's weird that like my daughter said that, but it's just funny because she's big in horror, so she loves all that stuff.
That's such
Oh,
a
what the
great
fuck?
reaction.
The movie she wants us to watch, and I told her we the only way we'll watch it together anyways, or talk about it on the show, is The Night House. Something
Oh,
about
I've
a
heard
night.
good things about that.
Oh,
She's
that just
raving
came
about
out,
it.
right?
Good things
Recently.
about
Yeah,
that.
she
Yeah, it
saw
just
it in
came
the
out.
theater. She's raving about it. She
Yeah,
said
good
that
things about it.
She also she's the one who told me about Hereditary. She saw it when she was working at the movie theater. She saw it there. I had never heard of it before, and she told me about it, and I fucking looked it up, and then I watched it because she came home and she legit didn't sleep for like 3 nights. Like it fucked with her,
Wow.
like the whole scene. You know what I mean?
Never
Yeah,
heard
Without
of it.
spoiling a
That's-
different movie.
that's a great scene. Yeah,
If
yeah.
you've never seen that movie, you know the scene that everybody
Yes.
fucking knows happens.
Clack, click.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
still in theaters. That's the loudest thing I've ever heard. Was that fucking that
That's awesome.
telephone pole? I've never heard
Yeah.
anything louder in my entire
Yeah,
life.
that's a good way to say it. The telephone pole scene. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yes.
Yeah, that's
that,
actually we were talking about that at work. We like because work has sucked lately, so we were talking about like movies, like just in general, like oh, what's one of your favorite movies you can watch over and over again? And I immediately shouted out Return of the Living Dead, and my manager was like, "Okay, that says a lot about Ed."
Oh my
Yeah.
God,
I've never
Eddie,
seen it.
Eddie,
Like
you want
Yo,
to party?
you
You know,
are
yeah.
this happens to me all the time.
It's because I don't think she's ever seen it. So like, if
Mhm.
you just hear Return of the Living Dead, you go, oh. But if you watch it, you go, oh no, that movie's a lot of like. It's actually a lot of
Mhm.
fun. But then I said, there was a topic of like, well, what's a movie you've never seen? What's a movie you've seen before that was really good, but you'll never want to watch it again? And I said, Hereditary is one of them. But even though I've watched it a bunch, but it made me not want to watch it. Like you watch it once, you go, ooh, I feel
I'm like
gross.
that with Hereditary in Midsummer. I'm like that.
Oh,
I
But I will
that's
watch it
actually a
again.
good question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
I
no
will watch
because
it again, but I'm not in any rush to go.
the one that went to my mind was it's not a horror movie, but I actually like that question a lot. I'm gonna have to a movie that I really like that I'll never watch again.
Actually, that
Brokeback
is a
Mountain.
good question for us. Well, I said that. I said that the other day.
Brokeback Mountain.
I've seen it multiple times.
That movie is one of the best movies I've personally ever watched in my
I
life.
agree. It's
And
one of the best movies ever.
I've
made.
never cried so
Phenomenal.
fucking hard
It's phenomenal.
at
It's
Anne
very, very good.
Hathaway's tits. No, I'm just kidding.
You
I'm
are a
trying to
dick.
take her. Ah, I got you good.
And you're forgetting Michelle Williams.
Wolf.
So,
True. All
two for
circles
that
back.
movie. You get a twofer.
This is
And that
the
whole
tit
movie where he
count.
goes, and
Yeah.
he spits in his hand. Yeah, that too. Jake Gyllenhaal. So there's something for
He
everybody.
ain't he ain't no Q, that's for sure.
Yeah, he ain't no queer.
No, you're not supposed to say it.
I can't say it. I can't say it
No.
because it's in the movie. It's not in the movie.
But it's not
It's not in the movie.
you.
I'm not,
He's saying
but I'm
the
not
line.
making
He's
fun
saying
of
the
him.
line for the movie. I know he's
I'm
doing
saying
it.
I
I get it.
I'm not making fun of him. I just
I
said
didn't
how much I love the
I didn't
movie.
know that you said because I didn't see it. So
Yeah, but I'm not.
Yeah.
It's not gonna. I love that movie. I literally, Ben. I'm not kidding. That's one of the movies.
movies. I'm not a big
So
romantic
here's the
person,
problem
so-
with that though.
Oh,
So for
we
It's
me,
both-
it's
I've
way
seen it-
more than that, dog. It's so much
I've
more
I
than
know.
that.
I'm not surprised by that. I'm not surprised by that.
I've seen that 3 or 4 times. So I say that and go, oh, that's one of those movies you see once and you never want to watch again.
Right.
But I have. So
Yeah.
where I realized I went, wait, how many movies have I seen once and I said I was never going to watch again, and then I've gone back to watch them again, and that's where I realized I just like punishment because I've gone back to watch movies that make me fucking feel like shit. So then
Yeah,
The
like
Martian
King
came up
Kong.
today.
Well, I mean, they do
The
something
Martian
to
came
you
up today
that
with Matt
Yeah.
Damon.
Matt
and
Damon?
That's a perfect. That's a perfect
Damon.
example of one of the best movies I've ever
Gravity,
seen.
speaking of which.
I have zero interest in ever watching it again. I don't need to sit for 2.5 hours to watch a man almost die on Mars. It doesn't like
Yeah.
I'm good.
that's
it's
what,
great.
and that's yeah. I have quite a few of those. I think they're great films, but because of the certain content, certain things that
I'm good.
happen, you're just like, I don't need to.
It's heavy.
I don't
Maybe
need
I'll
it.
catch
Really
me a time.
heavy.
Heavy.
Very
It's
heavy
really
movies.
Yeah.
Yep.
It-
Anything where a fucking dog dies, yeah, fuck that. I'm good. Oh, The Fly 2. The Fly 2.
no,
Fuck
yeah,
that movie.
I can't watch
Fly
that
too
movie, dude.
sad, man.
I can't
That's
watch that
sad
shit.
movie.
That movie. Fuck that
I haven't
movie.
seen it in a long time.
Yeah,
I
but
wanna
the
see
dog
that.
kind of
that
gets his
movie.
comeuppance if you think about it, because the
Nope.
bad guy,
Nope.
does the same
Nope.
thing. He's got to like
Oh,
lick out of the
yeah.
bowl.
I don't like
Nope.
it. You don't like it.
Yeah, dude, that shit
Nope.
will always make me
This is
cry my
as
fucking
close
eyes
as
out.
with him in Trick or Treat and the whole bus massacre scene.
Dude,
That's that bothers you too.
No joke.
The dog's all
No
sad.
joke. That movie is the reason why I won't watch things like Tusk, The Human Centipede, or anything that has to do with shit. Like
Tusk
the
is
reason
so
why I
good.
won't watch any of this stuff
So good.
is because of The Fly 2. I watched that movie once, and I swear anything that has to do with humans and animals, I'll never watch again. Like
It's
I
fascinating.
can't watch Cronenberg's The Fly the first. I've seen that when I was a kid.
Oh, great
I
movie.
I can't go back and watch it.
No, I respect that.
I
Dude.
can't do it, man. If
Yeah.
it really fucks with me, the idea of like
I got some movies
I
that to me too.
Yeah,
I
I
just
can't
can't.
do it, man.
I don't remember
I can't
them
do,
because
and,
I
yeah,
erased them in my
and
head. But
You know, a
I
horror
can't do
movie
last.
gets you
I
really
can't do
good
last
if it makes you cry
last
too.
house on the left anymore. Either one. I can't do either
Oh,
one.
that's
Well,
yeah.
that's heavy for a way
that's
different
hard.
reason, dude.
That's
Yeah.
heavy.
That's
because it's got the longest, most unnecessary
Both
rape
of them
scene in
do. They
history.
both do. I saw the unrated
What the
version.
bad
fuck?
too.
Yeah,
They
what the
both do it.
fuck?
So uncomfortable.
Like, no, the new one's not. It's not a bad movie, but that scene, what? Like, there's just no reason why it goes on for 25
Yeah,
minutes.
that one's
Like,
bad because of how long it is
It
and
goes on
because of how
forever,
heavy it
dude.
is. And then
Yeah.
the movie's just
That's
bad.
why I like the microwave killing scene because it's so ridiculous because it's such a heavy movie. It's a great silly.
Yeah.
I like that it
kill scene.
closes the movie. That's why I like it. The head explodes and that's it. Fades to black.
Oh,
You
Instantly,
close the
dude.
microwave.
You know,
Yeah.
you know what's a tough one to watch. This is literally an entirely different episode. We should do an episode where we just talk about movies that like fuck us up too much, because that's literally what this is turning into. So sorry for everybody that tuned
We'll
in.
turn
for
back.
Wolf Cop.
They
You're
were
not
so
getting-
excited for
you're not
Wolf
getting
Cop,
right
and
now.
we're talking about like
Yeah, you're not getting Wolf Cop right
and-
You're not getting Wolf Cop right now. You're getting something else. It's too much fun. I don't need to tell you about Wolf Cop. It's fucking
Yeah,
a guy.
just fucking
it's
watch
a
Wolf
fucking
Cop.
man that turns into a werewolf that's a cop, and he goes around and fucking breaks the law. I mean, not breaks the law, upholds the law, and just not too much different.
And he
the
pisses
polar
on
opposite of
people.
Maniac Cop.
Well,
Maniac Cop, fucking is
oh
a
yeah, we got
crazy man.
I haven't seen
That's a
Maniac
great
Cop in
movie.
a long
Totally
time.
opposite. That's about a fucking. It's not about like. That's about a really bad guy that was a cop becomes a worse guy. This movie is about a fucking piece of shit guy who actually turns into a good cop because he turns into a werewolf that's invincible. So if you don't like that, go fuck yourself. You shouldn't be watching this. And I've said that multiple times on multiple episodes, and I'll say it again. If you don't like this,
Anybody
off,
who
buddy.
watches
Oh,
this,
wait.
they know why they're here.
Have you lost track what you're saying? Because what were you gonna say?
No.
Like,
no, I
I
didn't
saw-
lose track of what I was saying.
okay, good.
I did lose track of what I was saying.
No, I didn't. Wait a
I did.
minute. On second
did.
thought,
Oh, it was right there until you
Hold up.
asked me what it was. Shit.
That's what I was trying to stop. Because oh shit, he's going too far. He's gonna lose where he was
I
trying to
went
get to.
too far, yeah, because I was
Alright,
trying to go back to Wolf Cop.
All right, let's go back. Let me get another beer.
Oh,
Let's
we
go
were
back to
talking
Wolf
about movies
Cop.
we didn't want to watch. Then rape scenes. And then I was gonna The Hills Have Eyes. Both of them. I have a hard time watching
Oh
both of them.
yeah.
remake's so good.
I
Though.
I haven't seen him in a long time. I can watch him, but because I
That's
don't think
what I was
it's his
gonna
last
say.
house. But yeah, those are hard scenes. Yes.
A movie that's very hard to rewatch because it's like it makes you like tense and feel uneasy, like what we're talking about. Eden Lake.
I never seen Eden Lake.
Wolf Creek is another one for me too. By the way,
Wolf Creek.
Wolf
dude,
Creek's
I
brutal.
can't, bro. I
I'm the type
cannot
of
watch.
guy- I can watch part 2.
I have a
because it's a
Never
ridiculous
seen it.
slash.
I haven't seen Wolf.
Yeah.
The head and the
I
stick.
can't. I have. Yeah, the head and the stick thing. I can't. That right there. That one scene.
It's
I'm
like
good.
it's funny, but still fucked up.
I can't. The Descent. I have a hard time watching because it fucks with me. Like the
'cause
idea of being
claustrophobia?
trapped.
Yeah, I love.
I don't like it, man.
I love
I don't like that
December.
at all. That movie's
Descent.
amazing, but
One of the cuts is way better than the other one, though.
I gotta
Uh,
say,
the one not made for Americans, fucking pussies.
Yeah, because we're fucking losers.
Yeah, the one where she's actually insane, trapped in a fucking
that's a
cave. Yeah, I
great
said it.
ending. That's a
Yeah,
great.
that's the
ending.
way it's supposed to fucking end.
We're like
She
it's
gets
actually
all
just her.
happy-go-lucky, and she
Yeah.
gets fucking hit by another tree.
You
bus or
know,
whatever.
Yeah.
and I don't want to get too far off. I saw was
Go
it,
as far as you want. We can go as far as we want because this movie's ridiculous and this movie's out there. So go for it.
the
Freeform show.
what's these shark movies? There's a sequel. It has nothing to do with the first one.
Dude,
but
that
it's,
spider's so fucking big.
He's still
Sharknado.
Sharknado.
Dude, that might be the
movie's
biggest spider I've ever seen in my life.
No,
Meg?
no, Meg was
Uh,
fun, but no,
No, she wasn't.
they're in the cage. They're in the cage. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot what the hell this
Deep
is.
Blue Sea.
No, a great
Is
movie
that
too.
with Sam Jackson? That's
That
the
was
one,
Sam
right?
Jackson.
A shark
Great,
man.
great death scene, by the way.
Open Water.
Oh no. Oh, close.
I think it is that. They're left out by themselves. So husband and wife.
No, there's
No,
a
it's eaten?
one had what's the actress's name? She's a singer. She's in
I'm taking a picture of this spider. It's fucking huge.
I'm losing it. I can't believe I'm forgetting this. Oh well. Whatever. But the second one came out. Was really intense. I almost had a heart attack watching that movie.
Wait, are you talking about the movie with the dude from Fast and the Furious?
Dude,
No, none of those. It's a shark movie. It's got what's
I
the
just said
chick
every
from
shark movie in the last 10 years.
No, you just
Jaws. You're thinking of Jaws. Yeah, you're thinking of Jaws.
the singer.
Yeah.
She's a
Yeah.
singer from. She's in. I can't believe I'm losing it. She's in. This Is Us. What's her name?
I've
Mandy?
never seen that
No.
show.
is it my wife was like I watched that with her, and but she's the one main
Kennedy,
actress.
the girl from the fucking Pitch Perfect movies, Anna
No.
Kennedy.
No. Oh my god! Now we're gonna be sitting here figure out the it's
Mandy
oh,
Moore.
Mandy Moore. She's in the first Shark movie, but I've seen the second one. So look up Mandy Moore in the Shark
That's what I'm
movies.
doing right now.
Just give me the name. I can give you the name of the second one. I just threw
Tangled.
my head.
It's 47 meters down.
47 meters down. The second one, Uncaged.
Oh,
That is an intense movie. It's claustrophobic. The kids that dive beneath that, they find an underwater. They go do this thing with the father with this underwater city, and there's these like 300-year-old sharks.
They should just called it 48 meters down.
A great movie, and it's like some of it's far fetched, but it's so intense. Like my heart's doing this. I don't know if I can watch it because of how claustrophobic it made me feel.
Guys, do your thing. I gotta take care of this spider. It's so big.
I think you already took care of it. Well, we
no,
did
it came back. No, it crawled over here
right
before we went live. But I can hear you guys.
I guess after the half-hour rant we just went on about other movies, let's talk
awesome.
about. Well, I mean, look. Here's the deal, Joe. It's Halloween season, spooky season. It's October.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've said it before. I mean, I'm all about trying to figure out a way to do like quick shows, but because something like this, it really doesn't dictate. I don't need to talk about Wolf Cop for an hour and a half. I can talk about it in 10-minute bursts.
Yeah.
And then I want to talk about a bunch of other shit because this movie, like, it's.
Okay, what do you want me to say about it? Other than what else you want me to say about it?
No, anything you want. Like, so we know we both agreed that a lot of the effects are really good as far as like the transformation scene.
It was a cool setup. We got the satanic
I love
thing.
the ridiculous fucking Wolf Cop mobile that he turns his car into.
Well, that's that's after the fact. Him and that guy Willie. Willie's helping him out.
Yeah.
And then
don't spoil it until Ben comes back because we know what happens.
No, I hear everything.
You hear everything.
I'm getting my weapon of choice for this big spider, which is my.
Oh, you actually killing him?
Jason Voorhees. Yeah, he's
nice.
in my way. He's impeding on my happiness with his being.
See, off camera, you're gonna let him live. Now on camera.
Well, no, because he crawled towards my TV.
Showman bullshit.
Damn straight it is.
Movie, let the right one in.
Yeah, and I let the wrong one in with this fucking spider, and then he grew fucking 10 legs.
That's awesome. One of the episodes on Creepshow is about spiders. So.
Oh well, thanks for telling me, because I genuinely, dude, that is.
I didn't tell you much, trust me. So like the scene where he changes it when you see the full transformation in the jail where Willie's recording it.
Yeah,
that's great.
That was awesome. And then we get to he wants to be the cop. He starts talking and he has control over his like powers of Wolfman. I think that's awesome. And then that's where we get to see all the crazy stuff we're talking about. Like he starts like going in like solving crime as a
Does anybody else love the fact that he becomes more invincible the more booze he drinks?
Yeah.
Great.
They made it as a joke. But that's where part of saved him is alcoholic.
Also, Willie, the dude that plays Willie, as I'm watching this movie,
he's in something.
Yeah.
Goon. He's in a Goon.
Dude, yes. Okay.
I've never seen Goon.
Great movie.
Oh my god.
William
Scott,
man.
We could do like one or two like offshoot show. Like, dude, the second Goon was okay.
I didn't like it.
Okay for what it was. The first one's legit, Joe. Like, I'm not kidding. One of my favorite movies.
Killed again, boys.
It's fucking amazing. It's amazing. It's not like, it's just a perfect. I love dry humor. Like that's really
shit's
good.
so
Cedar
dry.
Rapids is really good. Cedar Rapids, I love. Like, just I don't know. There's certain humor that just really connects with me, and that like Goon. Sean William Scott's awesome. Anyways, we all know that, but he just plays like a shitty hockey enforcer, and it's a beautiful love story, believe it or not. But it's got Jay Baruchel, and he's hilarious in it. This dude Willie's in it. He plays a fucking Canadian hockey player, like an old. You just gotta see it, man. It's got fucking Liev Schreiber in it. Who?
Liev Schreiber's he's in Scream. He's in the show there like a lot. Oh man, screw this crap.
He's in X-Men Origins Wolverine as Sabretooth.
Yep. He's a good Sabretooth.
He's in Ray Donovan. Is that what it's called?
Ray Donovan. The first four seasons of Ray Donovan were amazing. The first episode of the 5th season ruined the entire series for me. I
gotta see why. That's cool.
I love the first 4 seasons. The first 4 seasons are almost perfect. I was hooked. The first episode like they just I don't know what happened. I don't know if they changed writers or something, but it's just
Mm.
not. I haven't been able to watch it since.
Typical of big companies like that, and like that's why it always works when like shows don't go as far as 5 seasons anymore. They work better than not going full 8.
Breaking Bad was perfect because it ended
Mhm.
in 5. It
Mhm.
it didn't extend that. Now anything that comes after that, whatever. But it like this Dexter reboot, like I can't get past the 4th season of Dexter, so like I'm not one to talk, but
Right.
I get bored halfway
I think
through. The first
the
3 are
I've-
reboot of
perfect.
Dexter is going to save the last 2 seasons as well. They're doing it. Which
I've
I think
unfortunately
Yeah.
seen all of Dexter, and
Mhm.
I actually hate the whole thing because of it.
I've heard the last season.
Yeah, I
I
can't
I
do that.
hated
See,
it.
I actually the 7 and 8 I thought were fine. They could have condensed it.
Surprise,
That's my only
motherfucker.
thing. They could. That was 2, but that was awesome.
Yeah.
They could have condensed it. They couldn't. They didn't have to drag out the way that. That's typical. As they want to do 8 seasons. They could have condensed it into 7 and ended the way they. Because I love season 6. Season 6 went back to form the first season. I love season 6. I thought it was great. 7 and 8, okay. I enjoy them for what they were because I mean, you're talking to me here, but there was there was a lot of bad writing in it. I agree with that.
I legit I can't get through the John Lithgow season. I can't even.
That's
I
crazy.
get halfway.
Everybody's favorite. People say they should have ended there.
That's season 5,
I,
right?
I've,
Four.
I've,
Four.
no, that's
Four.
4. I thought it was.
They're bringing him.
I think
They're
it's.
bringing him
I
back
think
for
it's
some of his
horrible.
new ones.
I just don't like it. I can't get.
Wow.
I think it's boring, which is weird because I've heard. I agree with you. I've heard a lot of people be like, "What are you talking about? That
Hey,
season's great."
each their own, man. I respect that.
It's weird because I've tried watching it multiple times, and every time I get halfway through it, I'm like, ugh. I think
When
it's
did-
like I have my reasons on why
Yeah.
I think that, but I'm not. It doesn't matter.
When
I talk about
did
that.
after Wolf Cop starts attacking everybody, and then I just watched the rest of it because I almost fell asleep last night. And I watched the rest before we talked today. When did the bestiality scene happen? That was the same night.
The
right?
last third. It was the last third, like right after. So after he transforms in the jail cell, the bartender shows up, Jessica.
That's right. They
and
came back and
Yeah, she's so they're still there.
she
So
was
he's
dressed
still
up
in
in
the
the
jail
little
cell.
Red Riding Hood.
Yeah, she's dressed up in a red, which is obviously like if you want to talk about themes, there you go. There's your theme. She's dressed up like Little Red Riding
Sounds
Hood.
like
She is.
a porn team.
What a
Yeah,
big
well,
cock you have.
Yeah, you're not wrong. And you think like you're not sure what's gonna happen. Like you think she's just gonna go in and talk to him, and like you can tell some foul plays about to happen because you can already kind of tell. Like she gets weird. Like the night that he attacks the fucking mob guys in the bathroom, and then she doesn't like turn him in or anything that night. And then there's a couple other little things that like make you realize that something's gonna happen with her. What happens with her, you don't really see coming, and then when it does happen, you're like, "Oh wait, what the fuck?" Yeah, it was actually a pretty cool twist. It was
really shocked, surprised, and was a little. I liked it a lot when it did that because then they added more of the mythology of it that they're talking about. They talk about the werewolves and Satanism, and then shape shifting. And I was like, oh, that's cool to throw it in there, whatever. And then all of a sudden,
and they're not humans because when the shapeshifters die, they turn into like lizard people. Which is another
They turn into the beings from that Will Ferrell movie.
They're satanic lizard people that feed off of werewolves.
Yeah, they're sleep sacks.
It's awesome.
Yes, Lost World. Thank you.
That's very Lost World. Yeah. They had a very 1970s lizard look going.
They're not immune to bullets though. That's for goddamn sure.
No. Well, yeah, they that's why they attack in numbers. You know, I do love that the pack leader, which you find out is like the sheriff. He had this like colonialized gun with the extension like out the 1800s.
It's like a elephant gun. Yeah.
So you had this like cult leader was a lizard mob cult thing. I said cult twice already. Has this
so
crazy,
good.
Oh, it was so funny.
The super hot bartender where you get to see her. She's very like pinup girl esque, which is
that's one of the longest like bestiality scenes.
It's fantastic because it's a werewolf banging a super hot chick.
And
like you see his paws like grabbing her boobies, and you're like, I would like realistically, you look at that girl and you go, she's beautiful. I mean, if I was 15, this would be the coolest thing I've ever seen. As an adult, I watch this and it's still very cool, but it's like cool in a different way. Like it's hilarious because I look at that and I'm like, there's like nothing about this turns me on. Like I'm watching a werewolf grope a girl. Like
I was like, oh, we're going there.
It's
okay.
so weird.
Yeah,
it's
pretty rad.
so fucking weird. But like 15-year-old me goes, oh man, I'm super attracted to that bartender and I get to see her boobs. That's awesome.
I can go
Adult Ed
past
goes,
the.
yeah.
Well, you know,
adult,
and there are
I'm just
people
not-
that are freaks like this, but then there's a
but
reason why she is though too. But at the same time, there are people who will like
yeah,
this. They can do some weird, crazy
adult
shit.
adult me simply just goes, this is awesome, but not for the reason that youthful Ed would have thought.
People that
It's
are,
also because I just can't believe this is happening.
It's
That's
people
why
that
I
are
think
really
so.
into yipping. So if you know yipping, you know what I'm talking about.
You mean skiing?
Nope, yipping. You know, certain people in a certain,
Excuse me.
you know, very hairy community will know exactly what I'm talking about.
I don't know what that means.
You're fucking furries.
Oh, I know in the gay community, I'm considered a bear, and like all the gay people woof at me when I was in
That's
the
awesome.
gay pride parade. It's a real thing.
That's
Real thing.
awesome.
Look it up. When they woof at you, it's a cat call for men.
Well,
real.
woof,
I got
woof.
woofed at
Nice.
a lot.
All
a
right.
lot.
Hell yeah.
A lot. I was on a fucking float in the 2 gay pride parades. It was the fucking 2 of the coolest nights I've ever lived. Like for real. I mean, I'm an open book, right? So I think that's the thing that people don't get. It's like I'm gonna talk about how much I think this chick in this movie's hot because it's
Bonded
part
by
of the
Horror
show.
is taking over
But
the
I'm
next
also-
pride float.
Well, we
I
said
good.
All
I really,
sex
but like
symbols.
that's where just like
we said we're
Strangers-
open to everything and everyone. So
Well,
that's
Goddamn
Stranger by the
straight.
Lake, right? Like
Pretty straightforward.
I was the fucking flag bearer, no pun intended, for Stranger by the Lake. Like I love that movie because it's a beautiful movie. It's a story about friendship, and it turns out to be a horror movie, right? Like or a
Yep, that
you know,
ending.
thriller.
Oh,
Yeah, it's tough.
I get so mad talking about too much whiskey that night. Didn't get to talk about the ending.
Still, either way, I mean, it's we all have those nights.
That show is so
So-
long too.
When we were it was. So on the floats,
Get a lot of views. Sorry.
The first night no, you're good. The first night we did it. The first time I did it, the first year I did it, I didn't know it. I didn't know the wolf thing. Like I had been around like you know the gay community and like I'd been to gay bars and stuff as like for whatever reasons like I've done security for fashion shows and stuff and like the after party would be at like a gay bar or whatever the fuck. So like I've been to stuff like that a bunch. So always a good time. Always a great time. Everybody's always super cool. Like I've never had any issues. Nobody's ever been like, "Oh, hey, you're straight," like or vice versa. Or like I've never seen any
Right.
like hate towards anybody. It's the most open community I've ever seen. It's very, very cool, actually. Very welcoming. At that time, anyways, I haven't been around in a while, but so I'm getting like woofed at, like by like fairly burly dudes and like assless chaps, like, and it's just I'm like. There's a lot going on here, but like, all right, woof, yeah,
man.
okay, woof, woof. And like, I'm woofing back. I don't understand. And I was swiftly explained to that me woofing back at them was me acknowledging them and counter calling them. And I went, oh,
That's awesome.
so that's how you learn. And then the next time around, I wore the bear pride flag. There's a bear pride flag. Ben can pull it up if he wants. It's it's brown, yellow, orange, white, and something else like stripes, and then instead of stars,
I don't want
big
that.
bear paw.
I don't want that in my Google search. Nothing against anybody.
There's a big bear paw, and I
No, it
wore that
doesn't
as
matter.
a
Who
flag
cares?
on one of the floats. And I got woofed out a lot, but by then I understood what it meant, so I was doing it back. So there's footage of that actually. Anyways,
Yeah, it's right here. I'm gonna flash it on the screen right
That's awesome.
now. There it is, everybody.
Yep, I wore
Bam.
that as a flag, as a cape rather. Sorry. So there you go, guys. I'm an inclusive fella.
That's
but
cool.
yeah, so
That's cool.
I have fun. I like to party. It's not just a cool stamp. It's a real phenomenon.
Machine.
I'm wearing the Machine shirt. Me and the Machine. I partied with the Machine once. Well, drank with them. Anyway, so
Excuse me.
where were we? We got. Oh yeah, we're talking about like
We talked about the jail bestiality
sex
scene.
scene. Yeah, so that's why I talked about all that other stuff because I want people to understand. Like, yes, I'm hamming it up that she's attractive, but like I'm also hamming it up because like that's what, as a youth when I was watching horror movies, that's what I was watching for. I was watching for like boob scenes or whatever, you know. Now I watch these things and I'm like, wow, this is fucking ridiculous. Still, I'm not sad about it, but like it's fucking ridiculous in a good way, you know. And it's just a lot of fun scene. And then you know he wakes up the next day.
Lou is the best one-liners when he's the
Lou,
wolf
yeah,
cop.
There's
there's a lot of
one-liners.
there's a lot of that that's really good, and the whole
Who the fuck
hunt
are you, man?
scene is
The
good.
fuzz.
Fuzz.
That was the
awesome.
best.
I'm glad you said that. That's so good.
Fuzz.
That's so good.
I fucking
That was
adored
great.
that.
Or when he pisses on the fucking graffiti.
My
kids.
turn.
Oh, it burns. It's so good.
It smells
a
like
great one.
you're eating asparagus. You shouldn't do that.
Yep,
Willie
that was
is
good.
Willie was really fucking funny too. Like all like the,
Willie and like Lou as the wolf were fucking amazing. Like I
It's
could
like
just watch a
buddy
movie
cop,
I was
without
so
like,
thinking
bummed because
bullshit.
it was a great, yeah, I was gonna say good buddy cop thing.
Oh,
It was,
great.
it was a great 48
It was great.
hours type of thing.
Even like the
And then,
interactions,
and then he pussy betrayed him. I was like, well, it's still good though. I love the fact they did that actually.
the dumb
Apparently,
interactions that you have.
Apparently that dude's in the second movie though. So I don't know how, but apparently he's in the second movie.
Oh,
That's the only thing I know about the second movie is that his name pops up.
that's cool. Okay,
I don't know
Wait.
how he comes back, but
what are you gonna say, Ben?
I was gonna say even like the dumb stupid interactions that they have, like when they're playing fucking Go Fish with each other, and then Willie gets all pissed because Lou takes 3 cards, and he's like, "You're only really supposed to take 1, man. We've been playing this shit for like 4 hours, and you just sit here and you took 3 cards from me. Well, did you at least get a pair?" And like he's all like, assholey about it. That shit made me laugh so fucking hard the first
And
time I
then
saw it.
Lou's just like, boom, I'm gonna pull the thing open. I'm done. I'm bored.
when Willie fucking when Lou wakes up the first time he transforms and to the fuzzy handcuffs and he's like being videotaped and it turns out that he's at Willie's house and like that whole scene is amazing and Willie kind of explains
had
it.
to
And
improvise.
then he makes the eggs with the wolf's bane. He's like, sorry, wolf's bane. Just want to check. Let me make another batch.
really funny.
Hair of the
character's
dog.
Really funny. Yeah, that was a
Hair of
good
the
one.
dog.
Yep,
Keeps fucking
yep.
with them the whole time.
The whole movie's a lot of fucking fun, man. Like the sheriff did a good job. The dude who played the mob boss did a good enough job. The chick who played the bartender, I thought realistically, I thought she was a lot of fun to watch. The
partner.
other sheriff, the lady cop, she was fantastic. I thought she was a lot of fun to watch.
That whole battle scene in the woods when they were fighting against the
In the
mob
Eclipse?
and the cult and the Eclipse. Even though the Eclipse is
Okay.
very photoshopped,
Yeah, well,
it was awesome. It was awesome.
it was ridiculous.
I was laughing. I'm like, oh, they missed a couple spots.
Yeah,
it was my laptop down. Not laptop.
Worth
What
it.
was this thing? It's iPad.
Worth it.
It was worth
Worth
it.
it.
It was great. It was great.
Yeah, that was a great scene. And then
But they still give you a lot of good intensity, a lot of fun, intensity.
Yeah.
My God, and a lot of fun because you still care about the characters. It's not complete satire. It's just a comedy.
yeah.
You know, like it's enough for
It's
you
a
to be like,
horror comedy, and there's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with having a
No.
true horror comedy. Like there
Yep.
really is not at all. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know. That's like a bit of apparently like a bit of a contentious thing in the horror.
everything's a
community, where some people are
contention thing with the horror community.
yeah,
Well,
I
that's
know.
bullshit because you
But
can have great horror comedies. Like in my opinion, Feast is a really good one. I think
He's amazing.
I think Feast is probably
great
actually my
movie.
favorite one.
I haven't seen it in a long time. I'm gonna watch that one.
Slither,
Long
Slither
time.
is fucking
Slither's
awesome.
Great.
It's fucking out there. Yeah.
Krampus is a really good one.
Yep.
There are definitely really good horror comedies, and this is up
I
there.
watched it last year. What's that Justin Long movie? That fucking Sam Raimi movie, Drag Me to Hell.
Drag Me to
kinda
Hell.
Like that.
That's another
I'll
really good
really
one.
watch it. I didn't really like it when I saw it.
I'm
I
not
love
gonna
it.
lie with
I think it's great.
No, I'm the same. I watched it finally last year, and I don't remember anything. Like I barely remember that. It's just one of those. To me, it just didn't do much for me, and I know that
it kind of fell flat. Some of the CGI was terrible. Then I love the goat scene, but the goat scene was just Evil Dead 2.0.
Oh yeah.
What's funny about that though is like that's a great example of kind of like it's funny how we can all watch this movie now. Like obviously I love this movie, right? So
I'll be rewatching this. Oh yeah, definitely.
yeah, this is a great movie. This is a lot of fun. It hits all the right tones. Clearly, we all like it. We haven't gotten the scores or anything yet. We're not coming too far away from that, but it's a lot of fun. Like we can watch this, and this is designed to be kind of bad, but like you know that going in, like you're not surprised by how cheesy it is. It makes it. That's what makes it good and kind of like wholesome because there's not CGI in this movie. It's all practical shit, and it looks cool and it's a lot of fun to watch.
Most of the Eclipse.
yeah, right. Yeah, well, but even that can still be done like in a proper way.
Oh, when the cultists die and they turn into reptilians, it's like this cheesy like flickering.
Yeah, that was flickering.
The wicked
But, like,
cheesy ass lens flare
that.
and shit.
But like,
It's awesome though. It's awesome.
But you can watch that, or watch like a fucking stop motion scene like in Spookies or whatever, and we all raved about that, right?
And that stop motion scene was I want to see more stop motion scenes.
You know, real quick too. Well, my
Creep
brain's
Show's got a few.
bouncing back and forth between bullshit and talking about this movie because that's what this show turned into. Steve brought up Nightbreed the other night, and I went, yeah, I can't get like, I can't stand that movie. I know that it's a classic.
I've heard of it.
Movie.
I've never
It's
seen
good.
it.
That's good.
I have the hardest time watching them. To me, it's incoherent nonsense. Like I love all the creature stuff, and I love how they look, and I love a lot of the set design. But the movie is almost unwatchable for me because it's just so like it makes no sense to me. Like it doesn't. There's no story. But like I literally chalk that movie up to almost as bad at like incoherent wise as Spookies to me because it's just I don't get the movie.
I mean,
And I think that's kind of where the
I
line
can't
is.
do
Go
that.
ahead.
I get the movie, but yeah, there's a lot of metaphors that movie to it. I think you gotta know the story. It says the book too. I think you gotta know the book better. I
Yeah.
guess to some degree. Because
Well,
when I
I
first
think the
watched it, I was
movie
like,
was-
it felt like I was watching a horror X-Men a little bit.
Wasn't it kind of chopped up in a weird way though too? Like, wasn't it really edited poorly because of like
Maybe that's what it was too. Yeah, I will be. It's going to become a TV series, which I think is going to be awesome. I think it'll be better off as a TV series. It's being worked on right now, so and it's Clive Barker's story, so
Yeah, and that's why I want to love it, and I know that's why it's a big cult movie because the creature designs are phenomenal in it. But like
yeah,
the movie's just incoherent to me. Like it's just I
yeah.
feel like it's
Yeah, so some people
it-
get it, some people don't.
yeah, that's one that it really like
I want to
it
see
just goes right over my head.
another one that for Clive Barker stories that I want to see turned into a movie nowadays. Now, I think there was something before is Jericho. That shit was awesome. There was they made a game for it, and like it's all a lot of it's set in hell, and I thought the creature designs were fucking awesome in the game. I'd love to see it, and it's all Clive Barker. He worked, he worked on the whole thing.
Version of Doom, kind of Doom, Quake.
Yes,
on that.
yes,
yes.
but like,
Jericho was
dude,
sick.
like they went super hard on the creature designs. And it looked
like,
really cool.
What was it? It was like Super Nintendo, I think. It was
Xbox
it was a long time ago.
360.
Yeah, I know I played it at my grandfather's. I think we rented it one time.
It's really good.
long
But
time
yeah. Granted, we are speaking of which, we are getting a new Doom movie. It's gonna be terrible though. It's gonna be.
I like the last one.
With The Rock.
No, the one that just came out.
Oh, Armageddon or whatever.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah. Apparently, yeah. People like that one.
Good,
I gotta watch
cheese
it.
Ball. It was a good cheese ball movie. I liked it.
Doesn't beat playing it, man. You can play it on fucking anything. The OG Doom. Come on, man. No excuse, anybody.
Well, we just let Ben just win his little gamer rant. I love it.
No, he's welcome to it. I don't.
Shout
like
out to Doomslayer finally getting his rep in Super Smash Brothers in any way. He deserves it. Doom guy.
Now I'm lost.
The main character of Doom. He's in Super Smash Brothers.
I play the same 2 games. Oh, I don't play anything different really. I play Dead by Daylight and I don't know what the hell.
Listen,
I get
you
the
can't.
new Aliens game.
Ed can't sit up here in his ivory tower, being like, "I don't know what you're saying." You know Doom, right? You've never heard of Doom, never in a million years.
I mean, I know what it is, but I don't like it.
Yeah, but there's the main character.
I don't like it.
There's the main character. His name is Doom Guy.
School him, Ben. School him.
And they just put Doom Guy in Super Smash Brothers.
I get motion sick real easy, and that I can't watch the game. Like I can't watch it physically. Like
that's what sucks.
You can't do. Oh yeah, so first
I have
person
I have
shooters.
Yeah, it's very rare I can watch it.
Wow.
That's why I can't. Most modern video game systems, I can't play them because.
Well, yeah, a lot of modern. It's just too much. A lot of 3D environmental, and it's very chaotic.
Yeah.
I'm playing fucking
makes me
Deathloop,
really fast.
and that's been getting
Ooh.
me. That's it.
I want
like
to check that out.
actually.
I'll probably play that about 10 years. I'll play the same game.
It's on PC and the good old PS5 because I'm a loser and I have one of those.
That's the loser.
Buy both. Oh, let me just flex really quick.
I like Super Girls and Ghosts.
They just made a new one.
I'll be getting that for the Switch because I want to play it so bad.
It's really good.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, it's all hand drawn. All the actual like sprites. It's all hand drawn shit by one of the OG artists.
Wow, you're hitting my geekism right now.
I have a Switch. It's just in Rosie's room. She's had it for 2 years. I got it for Christmas. Yeah, it's great. I have the fucking mini
and
Super
it's
Nintendo.
And it's
for
horror,
that one reason.
It's horror related because it's Super Ghouls and Ghosts. God damn it!
I can't get into Castlevania games because I never played it when I was a kid. But I do love Super Ghouls and Ghosts. I did play that a ton when I was a kid.
Symphony of the Night is one of the best games ever created.
The hardest games ever. Super Ghouls and Ghosts and the Mega Man games are hard to play. Both those are hard as fuck.
They're all Capcom games. Capcom.
They're assholes. They're is sadomasochist the right word? That's what they are.
You're a sadomasochist whenever you play it.
Oh, okay. So, okay, that's what I meant. Okay. Well, whoever they are, narcissists maybe. I don't know. What
assholes?
Yeah. We just say assholes. We just say assholes. They like torture people. They're hard ass games. Pricks.
We're sadomasochists for playing them. They're assholes for making them.
You are right.
We are.
All
We
right.
just hit the end of this movie. Actually, I think we're at the review part. Holy shit, that's crazy.
Yep, you're not wrong.
And
this one's
we talked about the movie for maybe 20 minutes.
But we said
but
we said what we needed to say. I got my
that's the
themes
thing-
about
that's the-
occultism and shit.
guys.
Oh, I'm fine
That's
with
the
it.
thing about having. That's the thing about having a show like this, right? So it's kind of like a podcast. I don't like using a podcast term because it's not really what it is. It's more of like a show, like a live show when it's aired live, and then you get to watch the recap later on. It's kind of a freeform thing. There are some movies that we're gonna really dive into, and then there are some movies that we're just gonna kind of talk about and then just talk. Like this is a perfect example of like, hey, what did we need to say about this movie? It's an hour and
We said
fucking
enough.
10
It's
minutes long.
fun. It's a fun movie.
You don't want to ruin every single little. You want to leave something to be desired for people.
You know, we
Like,
give
already
people
give up a lot of
spoilers.
it.
There's a lot they can still love.
Oh fuck yeah! There's a lot about this movie. Like we can tell you what's going to happen in this movie until you see it happen. You go,
Yeah.
now I get it.
Yep.
It's experience, man.
Like a wolf dong. Like until you actually see it.
Yeah, you have to see
You
the
don't
wolf
get it.
dong. You
don't get
can't,
it. You don't
you
get
know.
it. How about this?
Oh my
I'm
god,
gonna-
is this gonna be your?
Why
Oh
don't-
my god.
Yeah, why don't we have you? So give us the rating, and then you say your rating last because
I
Yeah,
want to see. Yeah, yes.
tell us what it is.
Let's. Man, I'm not gonna go with the obvious. I'm not gonna go with wolf dongs.
Good,
And
good.
I'm not.
Yes,
I
was waiting
can't.
for that.
I can't do it. I can't do that. Even though I want to. My brain wants to do that, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna. You know what? How about this? Let's go a little fun, because it was so out there, and it was for some reason one of my favorite parts of the movie. Let's go with 1 out of 12
Whoa.
liquor donuts,
It's a nice dozen.
because we
Liquor
didn't talk
donuts?
about liquor donuts. Like we
Liquor
did not
donuts?
talk about that. We
That was
didn't talk
great.
about like the fucking radio jock, like shock jock dudes. We didn't talk, like there's so many things we didn't talk about. But
Yeah.
that's what I'm glad we. Like
Yeah.
guys, this movie's insane. Just go watch
Before
it.
we
It's a lot
get
of
into
fun.
that, speaking of liquor donuts, Joe,
Thank you, Horror Decor. Give them a shout
Yes.
out because they have, they should still have them. I think that's what they said. Wolf Cop pillows. They did the liquor donuts.
That's
They got
awesome.
candles. I think they got. I think the candles had. They said it. Go to our Instagram. They said what's in there, and then go to there, and then go to their page. Go to Horror
That's
Decor.
awesome.
We'll be doing our picture soon. I finally got
I have
mine.
one.
Finally,
I
it took
have
me
one
2
that's
months
right
to
there.
open it because I've been too busy. But we got a cool picture we're gonna do together
Yep. I have one
for
of
Horror
those right
Decor.
there.
Yeah, Nightmare. Good stuff.
Very cool.
So
Very
yeah,
cool.
go
I
see
you
would
them.
like-
maggots.
they're always doing cool shit.
Maggot.
You
They're always doing
maggot.
maggots. That's such a crazy game. They're always doing cool stuff. Great husband and wife team. Great people. So yeah, give them
Local
some
roadies.
support.
What's
And
up, Matt?
roadies, yep.
Support
roadies.
your local businesses, God damn it.
They live
Yeah.
like 2 miles away from Ben. Ben could just go buy this stuff.
Crazy.
right
Yeah,
from
just
their
go stop by. Stop by. Hey,
house. Come on. Feel like it's just don't ship it to me. Just let me go. pick it up.
Well,
you get the stuff.
I'll say this too,
The
and I'm
pillows.
gonna
You got someone fell off the truck.
You
Let me
get
know.
the- I want to smell your candles.
I'm gonna clip this for you guys. I already wrote it down as a note. They have an open invitation if they would ever like to
Oh,
join
I would love it.
this batch of goons. Talk about whatever
And I
movie they
promise
want.
you, if we ever bring on any of Joe's author friends, or
Mhm,
if we ever bring on any people in the horror movie industry or anything, look, before the show, we'll go over what we kind of just go with. I know I would be a little bit more restrained. Like we have a lot of fun on the show. We especially
You can't
Thursday,
restrain
Thursday.
me.
We kind of just go.
Possible.
I want everybody to realize we're just 3 people talking about movies that we love. This is the same way we
We're all a bunch of fucking nerds just
one
nerding
of
out
our
about shit.
basements. Just having a good time. We would still be very fun and the way we are, but obviously I'm not going to talk about how much I'm attracted to the bartenders. I would, but I wouldn't say everything. Don't worry. We're gonna hold back obscenities and things like that. So
We'll be
that's part of the
polite.
fun.
Come on,
part of the flair.
we're
part of the
good.
flair.
We're good.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We're very polite people.
1
I
out of
promise.
12.
I also do another show just so but 1 out of 12 liquor donuts.
I'll go first.
Liquor donuts.
I'll fucking
Alright.
start this rodeo off, and then Joe, and then Ed. It's no surprise. I really like this movie. I think it's a lot of fun. This is one of those perfect I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna fucking crack a beer, and I'm gonna just jam out to some fucking Wolf Cop. You have to think about nothing in this movie. There's
Yeah.
nothing to think about.
You just watch.
You just watch it. It's all visual fun.
Yep.
It's stupid. I say this in the best way possible. It's stupid. It's goofy. It's dumb. Makes no sense, and I adore every second of it. Whereas I can't say that about a movie like Spookies, where I can say the same words but in a bad way. It's another one of those Cube incidences where it's a Canadian movie. They got funded the same way for their little
Canadian
tax break
horror
thing.
is good stuff. They do good stuff.
Shoestring budget, and they fucking crushed it again. Goddamn Canadians, you're awesome. Keep making horror movies, please. And I give this. Well, now it's out of 10. It's out of 12. So
it's a dozen donuts.
Right. So now, all right.
Good,
So
I saying good move. I didn't realize that you did shit.
So 1 out of 12. All right. So I'm gonna give this a 10.5 liquor donuts out of 12.
I like it.
I love it.
That would be the equivalent to what, an 8.5?
Yeah, I said 8 in my head.
I'm glad I said that. Okay.
I walked in, I wrote it down, walked in with an 8.5. And then so that about adds up. So yeah, 10.5.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Liquor donuts. Joe?
So I'm gonna say my rating right away, and I'll give my little spiel. I'm right there with you. I had in my head 8.5. I was gonna do 8. It went 8.5, so it's 10.5 liquor donuts. I agree with everything Ben said. It's a great form of escapism. It's the type of cheesy, fun horror you need. So you just like shut your brain off and just enjoy it. The only thing I disagree with, it made a lot of sense to me. There is actually a story to this movie.
Oh, definitely.
It's a story akin to like Shaun of the Dead. Shaun of the Dead is a comedy horror, but it's a great story.
That's a great.
I think true.
That and World's End and Hot Fuzz, all three.
So there's a lot of it's got that. Go ahead. What are you gonna say?
I think where I was like, oh, it doesn't make sense, but it does in the grand scheme of the whole movie is like the changelings or the shapelings, the shapeshifters, and how they're fucking lizard people, and that's I think that's
they did through every trope of every form of cult conspiracy.
Yeah. So
all at one,
but I think that's
lore.
it. I think that the extent of not making
to get
sense.
into that, but I mean, I'll throw it out there really quick. If you listen to certain popular, how do I say this? Independent journalists. Mr. A. Jones believes in lizard people.
That's knowing you turn your brain off.
There you go.
Hey, put some in the water.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
funny.
now again, he's been right about a lot of things, but he also talks about.
Yeah, I mean, some people. Yeah, but then I guess apparently Nostradamus is right too. They're all crazy.
Right.
Reel it back.
Right.
Reel it back.
So
I just wanted to point that out on the. Because
Of making no sense
with lizard people.
Because lizard people. Because
so
you
funny.
said calling lizard people.
Yeah.
That's.
Well, I mean, I said I knew it was gonna happen because I knew I'm saying like, oh, this is gonna come out.
Yeah,
so,
you have to. I mean,
of course
because there's really a fucking grown man running around telling this lizard people. It's a thing.
Well, I'm hoping this is actually true to link it to some form of crazy satanic werewolfism. So that'll be kind of cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, but 10.5, I really I enjoyed the characters. I enjoyed the story. I enjoyed how ridiculous it was, but it just worked. Everything worked. The special effects, the transformation scenes. I mean, it hit me as an old school horror fan for practical effects. I was like, holy crap! I can't believe they're pulling this off. I can't believe somebody is taking, notes from what the Hollowing and the John Landis is, and I think Joe Dante did Hollowing. I'm pretty sure he did.
Correct.
They did of that era, and even like Dog Soldiers was still had a couple cool scenes.
Look at fucking Joe pulling the old fucking the dusting off the files. Joe Dante.
Yeah,
Dude,
if I actually write down my notes,
fucking Rolodex of werewolf shit. Look at that, man.
I'm actually really good at this stuff, but I had to,
I'm not really the dude who's rifling shit like that off. I'm impressed. That's good. That's good.
So
Amen.
That's it. Yeah, 10.5 out of 12 liquor donuts.
What was yours, Ben? Same,
we both said 10.5. I've been a good boy with, well, besides the Spookies, but that movie was shit. But being optimistic about the movies, I've been watching recently. I've been I've been a lot more forgiving of the shit I see.
Let's put it this way. So this movie, I'm a huge fan of this movie. I found this out through Last Drive-In with Joe Bob Briggs. I had known
The
about it
king
for a
himself.
while, and I just kept on like not paying attention to it. I wrote it off because I'm like, God, I feel I thought it was going to be like too schlocky. It's not. This is one of the movies that actually opened my mind to start watching other things and giving other things a chance, like Psycho Gourmet, etc. Because you don't know what you're going to be until you watch it.
Great movie.
And I think that's a problem. I think the elitist brain mentality of a certain generation, musically, visually, artistically, I think really hampers a lot of people's opinion or ability to be able to open up their minds to things that maybe they would like if they just let go. And I think too many people in the world are so tightly wound and so tightly rooted into what their reality is that they don't. I think they're afraid of letting themselves go once in a while. And I really think that's where the fear comes from. And I think that's really where a lot of the negative opinions come from with a lot of things, as far as like music or again, TV shows or things like this. If you don't like something, you don't like it. But I mean, the way some people don't like things before they even see it, and I'm guilty of that. I think we all have been guilty of that at one time or two. A movie like this makes you realize that you kind of just need to just turn off the fucking switch once in a while and just watch, just be present in the moment, right? Put your phone down, grab some popcorn, grab a beer, grab a beverage, and
It's about the experience.
Just sit and watch. And then you'll probably be surprised at how much fun you have watching stuff like this. You know what I mean? Because that's the point of it. It's not supposed to be serious. It's not supposed to be scary. There are movies that do that. There are movies that take themselves very seriously, and a lot of those fail very, very poorly at that. But there's a lot of movies that do really well with it. There's a great insurgence of that. It Follows, Hereditary, The Witch. There's a nice movie, Insidious. It Follows is a phenomenal movie. But that's another one of those ones that's in that wave of like,
yeah, I gotta watch it.
It takes itself just serious enough, but it's right there.
I'll look for us to talk about it.
Shit, if Ben's never seen it, that's one we should definitely talk about this month. That's a good one. But yeah, so It Follows is great. It's an original movie, just like Hereditary, The Witch, just like The Wretched, just like actually The Wretched isn't completely original, but it's original enough and it's underground enough. Like there's a lot of these movies that are really, really well done. Big budget, not big budget. Like what I'm getting at is this movie is a prime example of just shut the fuck up. Turn off your inner fucking asshole. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I was trying to tell my inner asshole to shut up.
And everybody do that when you see Halloween Kills next week. Shut up and watch it.
I had to do that when I watched Halloween 2018. I had to do
going to see Halloween Kills on Thursday.
Yeah, I caught myself. I'll be honest, I caught myself. I realized I'm not going to get into that. We should talk about the movie. We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about Halloween 2018 soon. But with Wolf Cop,
it's great. Watch it.
It's not a perfect movie. I'll tell you what, the way it makes me feel when I'm done watching it is what I want out of a perfect movie. But it's not a perfect movie. So I'm actually going to match you guys. I think that's a perfect score for it. I think if you're going into it with the right mindset, I had 8.5 in my brain, and then when I said to go with the fucking 12 liquor donuts, because that's a dozen, right? That's how you buy a dozen donuts. I think the 10.5 score is pretty much perfect for this, and I'm glad that it's unanimous because it's
not the first time we've had a unanimous decision.
No, I think this is
second or third.
Maybe second.
Yeah.
But it's the way it's. I think it's because I'm the only one. I think I'm the only one that's seen this movie. No, Ben's seen it once, right?
No, I've seen it twice.
Okay.
So this is my third time. Yeah.
So you've seen it on its own and with The Last Drive-In.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Joe, rewatch it with The Last Drive-In.
Oh, well,
yeah, Joe Bob actually enhances the movie.
About Halloween Kills tomorrow. He's interviewing Blumhouse, I think, or Jason.
Jason Blum and David Gordon Green.
Yeah.
Yeah, I 100% am watching that. That airs tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm watching that. I'm gonna watch that. Oh, 9 p.m. Oh, fuck. I thought it would be
We'll be watching Slipknot when that's
we're watching Slipknot.
Slipknot's tomorrow. Okay, well, it'll be
at some point on Saturday at night. That I'll just watch both then when I get home.
Go all out life. That's what you gotta do. That's how you get all out. When you watch horror movies, when you watch things, go all out life.
So
Slipknot song.
very, very
And
excited.
with a very subtle nod to what I'm about to go see tomorrow night, and my dear friend Joe Walsh. Fuck me, I'm all out of enemies. Let's wrap this one up.
Yeah,
I'm
people
Eddie
equal
Vegas.
shit.
I'm Eddie Vegas. Eddie_Vegas on Instagram. I have a new shirt. Huzzah! I have a new shirt and a new series out. I am now known as the
What are you
Legend
doing now?
of Cannonball Eddie. If you haven't seen it,
It's great. Everyone watch it. Even I'm saying
Joe,
it.
have you watched
Not yet.
the,
I will be. I will be this.
2-part series?
I will be.
Give
I had a chance
yourself
to.
7.5 minutes. Oh no, sorry, 8.5
Oh,
minutes
that's nothing.
total.
That's nothing.
Well, the first video is 5 minutes. The second well, you should probably
I call
get
the other
what's
ones.
going
I
on
keep
in it.
catching this one.
To get what's going on. Have you watched the match yet? That's it. The edited match that was put. You might want to watch
No,
that.
I didn't know it was
first.
posted.
That's a quick. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
I'll send you a link. Watch that first, and then watch The Legend of Cannonball Eddie. I'm having the time of my fucking life, making
Good.
silly movies. Like I'm not kidding. Like I am very intrigued to hear what Joe thinks about these like short little like things we're doing. Short. I don't want to say short films, but like short vignettes. We'll say is
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
the best way to put it. But I'm having the time of my life. Again, I'm turning my brain off and I'm just going. This is the entertainment.
Good.
I mean, go for it.
Or Ed just wanted his
so yeah.
swimmies, man.
I just wanted my swimmies,
He just
man.
wanted
I
his
just wanted to do a cannonball. You gotta watch it. It's the best reaction I've
You
had.
definitely
out
could
of
have nailed
anything I've
that
done in a
cannonball,
long
by the
time.
way.
I from that distance, all
Yeah.
day
Oh
long.
yeah. All day.
All day long.
Even I know that.
Yeah, so I have a new T-shirt out. I'll probably link it on my bio because I have my own website, but now I'm part of the RWA's website, which is awesome. It's actually works out. I get paid more from this shirt, so which is great. Shout out to T and shout out to RWA. Eddie_Vegas. Three Dudes and Cold Brews podcast is everywhere. We are way behind again, but we also haven't been doing any shows, so we are shit, man. I think we've only done like 5 episodes all summer or something. Like it's just been crazy. We haven't had time. So I don't know if Joe's. We also had like 3 that got corrupted back to back. Like that just sounded like something happened to the files. So like Joe did one when he was home. That I don't know if that one ever aired because Steve was working on fixing that one, and then my friend Sam did one. And we've had a bunch since then, but we haven't had a lot of time lately. So that's going to be revamping soon. Luckily,
Soon.
very soon that's going to be coming back in full force. So we'll start doing more like crossover stuff with the 2 shows when that happens. Three Dudes and Cold Brews podcast. If you like music, go check it out. We have a big ultimate playlist that we add stuff to every week. We listen to the music live. We review it live. We talk about life in general and wacky shit. We've had episodes where we talk about movies and break down wrestling, and we did chicken wing episodes, just like hot ones. We've done
Never
you
heard
name
of
it.
it.
Like it's literally we do watch alongs with UFCs and major fights. Like it's a mixed bag of a show. We just kind of do everything, but mainly the music shows. Every Friday there's a new music show that pops up, and we show you music. We introduce you to underground music. And every kind, mainly metal, but like all kinds, like a lot of 80s music and some hip hop and things like that. So go check that out. Good Brother Fork Tongue from a couple episodes back, The Prowler. He was on that. And Bonded by Horror on Instagram. Working on getting more active with it, best I can. Life's been crazy. Working on it. Maybe I should just have you guys also be able to link into it. That way we can all kind of chime in on it because it's easier that way. But we'll work on that soon. But yeah, so Bonded by Horror. Go check us on YouTube. Like, subscribe, comment, please. That's a big deal there. Big deal there. Sharing isn't as big of a deal as liking, commenting, and subscribing. Liking and commenting are the 2 biggest things. Like, please go give us some love there. And I'm done talking. One of you guys can go next. Go for it.
I guess I'll go. Yeah, sure. JC Walsh. You can find me on Amazon.com. That's where you can find my first 2 releases. And anything else, and a couple other, anthology men, and also a book I provide a forward for, and also on Twitter, JC Walsh JCW Horror Writer. My God, I'm already mixing everything up. I have to write everything down again. JC Walsh 81 on both Instagram and Slasher. Also, I do movie reviews with Armand Rosamilia on his YouTube. 4 movies with similar themes. Last one was horror westerns. Each one was a small little synopsis, and then we rate which one's our favorite ones. I'm not gonna say what the next one is, but I just gave him the movies. It's gonna be. I'm excited about this. For the end of October, I think we're gonna try to do. I'll have to talk with him, but that's gonna be really, really fun to do. So check that out too. 2 different formats of horror talking. If you're not sick of me yet,
A way different show too. It's very good. But it's also very fun to watch.
Yeah,
because he's not quite as a he's more of a book enthusiast. He's not quite a horror.
yeah. He's not a big
right?
horror
Like,
person. Yep.
Nerd.
so that's why it's kind of
and-
it's fun to watch that show because it's 2 different opinions, really. Like
Yeah, it's
very
really
different.
cool
That's
to have that type of perspective.
Totally different
It
worlds.
makes it very different. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've never even read a book except Death Highway.
Hey,
You actually pretty much think I'm kidding. In the past 10
no,
years,
you said that. Yeah.
I will always say I've read one book besides my comic books every week and my fucking Japanese manga. I've read one book and it was Death Highway and I fucking really enjoyed it. So
The sequel's gonna be coming soon. Probably gonna be early next year now because my writing's been suffering a little bit, which is okay. It happens. The newsletter will be coming out October 15th. It's my comeback newsletter. I got a lot of cool stuff to review and mention, and then plus of course Halloween and being 40 soon, and we throw a little bit of that in there.
Wait, is that this year?
Yeah, I'll be 40 this year.
Get the fuck out of here.
You get the fuck out of here. So that's
wow,
why.
Yeah, you. Oh shit, Matt must have just turned 42.
Yep.
You and Matt Shardy at the same age, right?
I think so. I think we're.
wait, is Matt the oldest of the Shotties?
No, he's
no,
the middle.
Sam's the oldest.
Oh, yeah.
Matt's the one getting married on Saturday.
Well,
That's
yes.
the one I'm driving up to.
And speaking of Amazon.com and Death Highway and Within the Abyss are both ebooks for Kindle are both 99 cents until Halloween. Jump on that.
Wow.
I want to.
Wish I had a Kindle.
I'm gonna be doing a signed book thing, so I have a bunch of signed books. The
Do you
mail's a
have-
little wacky right now, so I have a
Do
bunch.
Do you have any graphics at all that are like a sale graphic, like your book in like on sale now, blah blah blah?
Wait,
Like an Instagram post. In other words, like a picture of your book. JC Wallace, go grab it on Kindle.
I ain't doing Instagram. Yeah, I've been doing it on Twitter. I gotta do it on Instagram. You just remind me. Good call. So
make either yourself or have someone to make you a quick graphic. I'll put it up on the Bonded by Horror one.
okay. Or you want me just tag? Okay.
No, I'll make a post. I'll make
Okay.
a post and tag you in it. So I'll make a bunch of posts about it.
Okay.
But make one for each book. Like make Death Highway. Like
I got one
October long.
flyer. I got one flyer I could do. I can just throw 99 cents across it, and then the one
For the month
flyer
of-
I'm using.
Yeah, for the month of October. 99 cents for the month of October. Go grab it.
All
on
right, I'll
Kindle,
send it to you.
whatever,
All right.
Yeah, make a graphic of it. Put it in our message group, and I'll post it.
Okay.
I'll post it a couple times. I'll post it in the feed and everything.
I think that's it for me right now. Yeah. Yeah. So got a lot of cool stuff coming up. I just gotta get my butt in gear, but that's it.
Same. I'm right there with you. Got to get moving. I have a lot
Mhm.
going on, but all good stuff. A lot of creative stuff going on.
Yeah.
Oh boy, it's my
Yeah,
turn.
man, yours working.
It's your turn, Ben.
It's my
It is your
turn.
turn, baby.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
Lately I sound like a broken record. It's just Twitch.tv scratch. Record. It's a record scratch.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Slash Scrooge Champ. I know, guys. It's very disappointing. I wasn't on the top 100 list of the most money makers. I'm sorry. Maybe next year, when everybody gets
We're
hacked
working
again. We're working on it.
we're working on
Okay, we're getting there. When my hot tub stream happens and the Bonded by Horror guys are all in the hot tub with me, maybe that's when I'll break the 100. Okay, so
I mean, hot tub should make things break 100.
oh, for
Wait,
sure.
so a Twitch affiliate, a local wrestler, and a horror novelist.
I'll jump
all
in the
in a
tub.
bathtub.
Walk into a bar.
Walk-
Oh, go jump into a hot tub.
Jump in the
Yeah, I'm
tub
pretty sure we'll.
with all them bubbles. We'll make a banana
All
split.
them.
We'll make a banana split. No, follow me on Instagram. I've recently haven't really been posting anything because all I've been recently doing in my free time, whenever I have free time, but the dark clouds are finally clearing. The sun's finally coming out, man. And I'm not just talking about in the weather. I'm talking about in personal lives. Everything's coming up roses, in my opinion. And it's very nice.
Right from the grave.
Yep. So you know,
you wanna pop?
yeah, dude, especially tomorrow, guys, it's party time. There
Oh,
might
yeah.
be something cool coming up on the Bonded by Horror YouTube. I'm going to a local pop-up shop on Sunday. It's called PVD Horror.
Oh, you're going to that?
Yeah. I have plans.
Ooh.
I have plans to be going to that. It's on Sunday and 1 to
Let me
6
know.
p.m.
I think I'll be back. I think I'll be back in time for that.
Yeah, it's
I
me.
heard about that. I didn't realize that was this weekend.
It's me. If she's in here, let me see if she's in here and watching, because a
Oh,
lot of the time she
shit,
watches.
man.
Uh,
Spooky Kooky just did like
yeah.
three or four different things in Jersey. There was one like a week ago.
Yeah, I saw the posts on it.
There was one last night, Lunar Festival. It's for like the new moon and the full moon. Like on the night of the full moon, there's like a lunar festival somewhere or something in New Jersey. Like there's a bunch of really cool shit she's been doing.
So me and Spoopy
I
Kit,
gotta reach out to her. I gotta see if she'd be on. She's not. She's awkward. She doesn't like talking like on camera. She does it a couple times.
Hey, that's fair. Yeah, me and
But she's
Spoopy
not-
Kit are
what
going
she
up
is.
to the we're partner on, not just affiliate. She's a partner on Twitch. But if I'm saying the name, you probably know who she is. Going up ourselves. We're probably gonna be doing like a little collab thing, possibly. We've talked about it a couple times. Throwing that up on YouTube because that'd be fun. And trying to see if I can.
That's something we should all start. That's where we should start doing like the YouTube stuff. Like we'll talk about that off for the next couple days. But like if you do another like horror signing, Joe, literally just a couple quick like video grabs of you being like, hey, this is JC Walsh at the blah 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 horror, novel Fears and Fears. This is blah blah blah. Hey, what do you think about what's your favorite horror movie, or what, like just your buddies, like literally all just you and your buddies. Quick little like 10-second grabs of them saying things, and then we can like edit it together and put it on YouTube and just have like a cool little thing we can do. So little things like that.
That'd be
Same
cool.
thing with my wrestling stuff. So I might try to do that on
and then
Devil's Night. Devil's Night. Oh, RWA Devil's Night on October 30th. I'm gonna be
hell yeah. So that's just it. And then I've been getting out a lot more because with all this bullshit going on, I don't have to say what it is, but we all know what it is. I've been enjoying the idea of going out more and seeing people. And then in my downtime, true. I've been very good about 31 Days of Horror so far. I've watched a horror movie every day.
I watch something horror adjacent every day. I've watched Squid Game and a new cherry flavor, then a couple of Halloween.
Yeah, I watched Midnight Mass in October. I watched Squid Game. I've watched this. And so far I've been very good. I've been very good about it. I watched Halloween 2018 the day before, so we're good. We're good, man. So I've pat myself on the back because normally I'm dog shit at it. So, but that's about it. Everything is we are no longer broadcasting live from Planet Shit, and everything is coming up roses. That's 2 E-Tid references there for you, big guy. So
Planet Shit's amazing. I have that album coming in soon.
My birthday.
Yeah, I have it on pre-order, so it'll be probably about a week ahead of time. I'll get
that one. Cradle of Filth's new one's gonna be coming on the same day.
Yep. Good times, man. A lot of good stuff coming out.
Yep.
A lot of good music coming out. We're not gonna even.
Trivium. In about 1 hour, I'll be listening to Trivium on Spotify.
Yeah,
new albums coming out.
New albums come out tomorrow. Well, midnight, but
it so far it's sounding really heavy. And then Iceland Kills new single comes out tomorrow.
That's come out next week. The new single, yeah.
Shout out to Ghost because Ghost. I know they watched Tobias Forge. I know you're watching. Your song was amazing, and I
what
adore
came
it.
out last week? Orbit Culture's new EP came out last week. That was pretty cool.
Oh, it did.
Mastodon.
I liked the last album.
Mastodon's new song came out.
Yeah, KK's Priest was the most boring album on the planet.
I listened to it. I like it. He's insane. Returning the Sentinel, man. Woo!
Boring.
Dude. No.
Asking Alexandria came out.
Amazing.
Oh, that's
good
power metal. Good speed metal, man.
Metal. It's very good metal.
That is beautiful.
Fucking crazy. Ben's the new boomer.
Icky be me. It's me.
All right.
We get out of here.
Let's end it.
Crazy lunatics. Hey, stay bloody, smell like fucking pumpkin, and drink as much cinnamon as you want. You deserve it.
We love you guys.
Yes.